Um,
Big stinky bean
Substream
farts.
farts.
so this is just to remind everybody, this is just a test map page. It means nothing. This is just so I can mess around with the dynamic lighting and stuff.
Okay.
Uh, so before we dive in completely, I want to go over some basics about the world, about Gregory, uh, so that we can all be on the same page. The joke exists so we can use the Gregorian calendar, which consists of 12 months and 7-day weeks.
So the current calendar.
Yes, exactly. Correct.
Okay.
Except I'm evening everything out. Every month is 4 weeks.
That's fair.
I have them labeled as 1 through 7's day.
So
I don't-
Tuesday.
Yep, Tuesday is still Tuesday. If anybody knows what that is a reference to, good job.
Does that mean on this planet the week starts on Monday?
Yep.
That's wild.
Weird.
No, it starts on Wednesday.
Well, yes, but their Wednesday is our Monday, where our weeks usually start on Sunday.
No, it's just Wednesday.
I refuse to believe that weeks start on Sunday. They start on Monday.
That aside, the reference is from Chowder. This is the date. This is the days of the week of Chowder.
I don't think I knew that.
Great show.
I don't care if we're using
animation.
actual days or the made-up ones for the universe. I tried to keep it as simple as possible, but again, I don't care if it's Monday through Sunday. That's fine too. Months are also still the same, no different names. I want a fantasy calendar, but that's so much extra homework for everybody.
Just add a TH to the end of the number. So the January would be oneth, February would be tooth, and then
Nope.
then you get 12th.
Nope, that's a brand new kind of terrible. I appreciate the gumption, Kenny, but it is much easier to just assume the same months for whatever reason.
Yes, the third Tuesday of Tooth.
Because time is going to matter. The longer things go, the more things will be happening.
Okay.
On this unnamed continent, the world is Gregory, not the continent. This mythos might change. I'm not the best at fleshing everything out flawlessly. Civilization has only been here for maybe a couple hundred years. There are some well fleshed out cities. There are definitely some points of commerce, but a lot of this is still largely like there's not a ton of roads. There's still a lot of wilds. This is still, untamed territory.
Mm-hmm.
And if that needs to be less true as time goes on, we'll address that. But I like the idea that these pockets of civilization have cropped up far enough from each other because that's where they needed to be at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Past that, does anybody have any questions?
Do we know, like, from our respective villages and towns and shit, are some more sheltered than others? Like, I'm imagining where my character's from, like, I've traveled a bit, so that's fine, but I'm sure
Didn't like that.
Yeah, I'm sure at some point my character was like, my people, that's all the people there is in the world.
No, because you would have had to come over here with somebody.
From where?
The mainland.
So when you say
we'll call it.
When you say civilization has only been here for a few hundred years, are you meaning on this continent? Okay, I was understanding it was the world as a whole, and I'm like, that's a lot of shit to happen in 200 years.
And this is why I'm asking about questions. No, on this specific continent.
Okay, got it. All set.
There are ancient cities everywhere else, but over here, the civilizations currently in use only span a couple hundred years.
Got it.
Is there a name for the mainland, or just the mainland?
I have not named it. That can come up as when it needs to. It is just right now. It's just going to be the mainland.
Let's
Whether
call it
you
Josh.
come from the mainland, you're
connecting every once in a while, and then it gets real loud.
it's fine. Whether you come from the mainland yourself or an ancestor did, you're here now for whatever reason. Any other questions? Any specifications? I want to try to be as same pagey with everybody as possible.
I think that was
I'm feeling
my
pretty good.
yeah.
I intentionally left it a little vague so that we can kind of make shit up as time goes along. It's not perfectly fleshed out, so we can kind of have some snap decision answers. I'm gonna be trying something a little different this time through. I'm still gonna use DM points. That's a feature that I like, but they're gonna be different this time. Everybody gets one, and then at the end of each session, we will decide how to distribute some more. And DM points are going to work a little bit different. What DM points are going to do in this campaign, they can be spent to reroll ones, or they can be spent to add 5 to a roll.
Oh, okay.
So if you happen to roll a 13 and failed something, but you know somebody passed on a 15, cool, I'm going to spend a DM point and pass the thing.
So we can add after the fact.
Yes. You can also add, you can compile. I rolled a 3. I'm going to add 5. Did I pass? No. Okay. Add 10. Did I pass? No. Add 15. Did I pass? Yes.
All right, I like that.
Everybody starts with 1. And at the end of the session, 1 will be awarded to players who risked their character's life for another.
I have 4 HP. Can that just be considered at all times?
And then I think what's going to happen is there's going to be the player highlight of the game and the DM highlight of the game.
We got 2 pogs. Let's go.
So a minimum of 2 are going to be handed out each session, with an additional 1 for, if you decide to really throw yourself into the role play and, get involved when you don't necessarily need to. We good?
I find a good spot to put the DM points on
I put them in notes, and I wrote in the note what we can use it for and how it can affect rolls.
I put my DM points and experience points on my character sheet.
That's fine for now. I haven't fully committed to using numbered experience, so that works. Which brings me to my next point. As of right now, I haven't committed to an experience system. We will figure out that as it goes. It's not going to be purely one thing or another.
What?
That leads to weird decisions getting made, and I definitely want merits of everything to have value. Anybody else got any questions, clarifications, anything they are curious about, need to know more about?
I'm feeling pretty good so far.
Okay. Then
actually, I have one more question. So, is as far as civilizations here go, are they going to be various levels of developed, or is it very much new cropped up versions of outposts from the mainland?
Neither. The feel I'm shooting for is sparse but lived in.
Okay. Think Jamestown.
The towns and cities that exist are fairly well lived in. That's where civilization has cropped up, and that's where it has focused for that area. There might be things elsewhere. I have a system in place for that kind of situation. But generally speaking, there's a large chunk of prominent cities and towns. Which reminds me, I should definitely have my Google Drive open with all of this information in it. Not images, that's not what I wanted. Here there be dragons. Y'all can joke, because that's obviously not going to be something I'm capable of stopping. But I would like to have a less overall comedic tone if possible.
No problem.
Yeah, super easy for us.
Yeah,
keep
sarcasm
it
is
reasonable,
fine.
make some jokes, but don't go overboard and be like, haha, I will light the bar on fire because that sure do be funny. Yeah, no, I get you.
I know who we are. I know what's going to happen, Kenny.
I'll do my best, but man, I can't promise you. All right.
Look, we played the campaign where we indiscriminately murder people, and it was called Savage Worlds.
And I did it live on television.
A lot.
Oh yeah, more than once. You're right about that.
So,
I missed that game.
any other questions, clarifications, curiosities, other sound words?
My
No, I think
history
that's
teacher
it.
when I was in
Questions
high
are definitely going to
school.
pop up in the interim, but let's dive in, I think.
Yeah.
My history teacher when I was in high school would always go questions, comments, cash donations.
That's a pretty good one. I do like that.
Right? That one's pretty good.
What are you uploading into where?
Sorry, I put a meme in the wrong channel.
Okay, that's why I couldn't find it.
Now.
So if that's where we're going to start, I know some of you have a better idea of this than others, so we're going to start with specific people, and hopefully everybody catches wind by the time it's their turn. So, Arrowbreaker, what are you doing?
And this is before we get isekai, right?
Pretty much, yep. Just a day in the life. What's it look like currently for Arrowbreaker?
Currently for Arrowbreaker, let's see. Sorry. I was thinking about this. I just didn't write it down, so I got to remember my bullet points here. I have been doing odd jobs here and there during my exploration to be able to continue to fund my way forward. With regards to transportation and things like that, I'm able to, hunt and get my own food and forage and scavenge to eat and sleep. Not an issue on my end moving forward. But since I left my village, I've been kind of having a one-track mind of what can I do to get one step closer to my goal. And that's led to a lot of contract work, odd jobs here and there. Adventuring, definitely, maybe some combat, but not above doing an honest day's work to get a place to sleep or a ride to the next location.
All right. So it's been a lot of functionally solo time.
Yes.
There might be someone there with you from time to time, but generally speaking, you are operating on your own. Be
Correct.
It hunting, be it on the mission itself, you have been off on your own for quite some time.
Correct. Definitely more willing to take a job for less pay with other people on the job as well versus being alone. But yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like right now. Not sure if where I'm going is where my path is taking me, if that makes sense. But it's what logically makes sense to do next, trying to get to where I'm trying to be.
Yep. How far away from the mountains have you roamed, if at all?
I would say quite far. Reluctant to leave. The first time being able to look over my shoulder and not seeing the mountains behind me was definitely difficult, but was something I was willing to do. I'd say mostly sticking to the left of the map.
Focus in the deserts or the Arctic?
Yes. Everywhere that I could possibly think I need to go would be over there. I just say I haven't worked my way east yet.
Then can I try to fill in a little bit of specific?
Sure.
I figure a lot of your time has been spent in this area.
Okay.
while it's not necessarily a mountain home you're accustomed to, if you're looking for jobs, that's where you'll find a lot of them fairly reliably.
Right.
Everybody needs help in the desert, and if you can manage desert life, which as a hunter, in theory, your character can and will,
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be a pretty good place to get odd jobs doing some light work.
Right. The odd jobs are a means to an end, not necessarily my main path. So if there's a job that requires, let's say, protection for a caravan that goes all the way up to the Arctic, I'm going to hop on that job because I need to see places. I need to go as far as I can.
Yep. Oh, farts. What if I refresh my page again? Is that going to fix it, or am I going to have this problem?
Can I ping where my home is?
You're welcome to.
Oh no.
Right about here.
That specific mountain.
I think,
Okay,
honestly, yes.
Arrow breaker top.
Oh, wait, no, it's this one. Sorry, it is specifically this one, closer to the volcano.
Okay.
Okay, so there's going to be some little bits of change and resetting that are going to happen on Pogs as time moves forward.
Okay.
But we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. So, it's been about a day since you've taken your last job. You've parted ways with whatever group of people you were working for or with, and you're kind of on your way to the next one. As you're heading through the sand back to wherever it is you decide you have called home,
Mm-hmm.
You take a step forward and you start to slip. And before you realize you have to catch yourself, it's not that you've slipped, it's that the sand is moving rather rapidly, in fact. And before you can actually adjust yourself to catch yourself from this fall that is happening, you're no longer there. A good chunk of sand has gone with you, but the bright skies of the desert have disappeared for something much more bleak. Mike, what has Arson been doing?
Does
The
Arrow
question I
Breaker
spent
get a
Hang on.
good one-liner before we switch gears?
If you got one prepped, go for it.
Finally.
All right.
Okay.
Is anybody else hearing
Always
Kenny?
wanted to be in a sand vagina.
Is anybody else hearing Kenny very quietly, or is that just me?
Oh,
I think that's just you.
Okay.
Make sure that
No,
his user volume isn't set real low.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn you all up a little bit, actually.
Well, I wanted to make sure it was me before I did that. Yeah, Arson, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
And in fact, that's something you might want to say if it matters in the slightest.
That's what I'm about to do. That's why I wanted to confirm it before I started. So Arson grew up basically from birth
as one
in a
does.
little village.
Sorry,
In a
what's
little
your
village.
character's name?
Arson.
How do you spell that?
Arsen. And this little forest area up north, right here, split by the little river, is roughly where the village that he grew up in is located. It's a small village, nothing too big. And he grew up rather hardy and strong. So he helps out around the village with different labors that need to be done, like tilling the fields during planting time, harvesting. On the days that he's not doing that, he's helping out with the guards and guarding the village from wild animals that might try to enter the village. That sort of thing. On today's day, he's probably doing that, assuming it's not planting season. Yeah, like he helps with the caravans that get to deliver goods to the neighboring cities, villages, whenever they go to do trade if they need it.
That sort of thing is mostly a long haul. generally speaking, caravans like that are going to stop at the primary locations.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, this is not a fairly populated continent so far.
Right. So he probably wouldn't actually have done that then. He probably stayed in the village most of his life. Or, like, the forest around here.
All right. So what does the day look like for Arson right now?
Mostly guard duty. Maybe fighting off a couple, like, boars or whatever trying to enter the village.
Easy enough. It's been a nothing special day, and you've been doing just that. You're patrolling the outskirts of the of your village, making sure that it is secure, as secure as whatever you decide secure looks like.
Yeah.
And yeah, just that. You've had to take down a couple of boars today. They seem to be a little bit more aggressive. And as you take that final swing into one, a wave of nausea washes over you as you kind of lunge forward, and as you do, your sword is no longer within the boar, but it's clanked against the stone floor of a location you've never seen before.
He looks around wildly.
Yeah, the bit of grass and dirt that you had been standing on follows you, almost like a 5x5 square had been picked up around you and displaced somewhere. Meanwhile, far east in the continent, a ship has just landed. A rather large, I'm just going to refer to it as an Ironside, has pulled up to dock and has begun to unload passengers. One by one, you're all everybody is filed off of the boat. There's no real, short of checking for stowaways, there's no real, like, I don't want to say inventory is not the right word. Inventory isn't what you do with people. There's no real manifest, I believe is the correct word. This is kind of a, oh, you wanted to come, then get on the boat kind of deal. As long as there's no problems, there's no problems. And as this fairly, scantily is not the right word, as this respectfully dressed dwarf steps foot off of the gangplank and onto the dock, the wood creaks underneath it. The wood creaks underneath the footsteps, and then in a rather jarring flash of light before he has the chance to interact with anybody, is like the others in this story, displaced completely, brought from the sunny shores of a dockside town into this dim and warm building.
Chris, what's your character's name?
Which Chris?
You.
Nondouk.
How do I spell that?
It's on the page. Nondouk.
All right. I just gave everybody nicknames in the server. If you took a look at main table, got all of our character names.
Sweet.
Right.
Skrunklemaw is the best name I've ever seen.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Oh my god. So, like, quick diversion, but Chris, I would be interested in a commission of my character at some point.
I would be absolutely down to do that.
Because I love your art style. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Right? I'm a fan. I'm admittedly biased, but still.
So I'm going to throw it to either Chris or Alex, whichever one of you wants to start first.
Was that one other Chris's?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure, I can go.
No, don't leave. Do the thing.
I'm not. I don't know what specifically. What are you looking for?
your character. What are you up to? What does a day look like? How long have you been here?
Okay. Yeah. So, uh, Zarskathrix wakes up at the crack of dawn, and he goes with the rest of his clan out to the primary cavern. He spends his morning 20 minutes or so finding the inner dragon, as is custom. At which point he then is taken above surface to go gliding training, brought by some of the elders and other dragon rot that might exist in his clan. It's not impossible.
There would be, I imagine there would be a couple. Kobold clans tend to get fairly big, and inevitably, law of large numbers, it's bound to happen.
That's what I was thinking. It's that he is draconic and also dragon rot that makes him stand out. From the gliding practice, he's brought back underground to toil in the training rooms, focusing on meditation, practicing his, sorcerer arts. When he's not doing that, he's laboring with the rest of the clan.
What does meditation look like?
From the outside, it looks a lot like what you would expect it to. In the morning, especially, it's finding a quiet, dark place that he can sit and isolate himself. And he tries to close his eyes and clear his mind of outside thoughts and outside concerns, focusing instead on the world within, on the dragon inside, trying to connect to those ancient instincts, those ancient powers that his race has been so long separated from.
And you are Amethyst descended.
Yes. And young, too. He's not old. He is... what's the age for young kobold? It's like 7 months, so he's probably like 8 or 9 months old.
All right.
He is new at this.
So suffice to say, given what the tribe has produced previously, a gem dragon descendant is an oddity. In accordance with any sort of lore that may or may not exist, do you have a look in mind? I'm gimping from 5e, and I like the I like the designs from there. Do you have, say, floating gemstones affixed nearby to your body?
Or
does it?
He's young. He's not done. He's not done much maturing. So I'm thinking what he looks like. He's got the wings. Big old dragon wings. His scales, I think, are in normal light, they look sort of brown, like a dark earth tones.
Mm-hmm.
But when the light strikes them, you can see that they're actually a sort of opalescent, deep purple.
Okay. We'll have some notes to go over later, but all this works out fairly well. After morning training, you've returned to the tribe to sit down and meditate once again. Not on the inner dragon, but on what it means to be part of the tribe, who you are, your place in the world. And it seems almost easier today. You get in the zone a bit faster than usual. Everything seems to quiet out. In fact, everything seems exceptionally quiet. There doesn't seem to be any movement at all around you. The temperature appears to be more comfortable. Everything just seems to be more solidly to what at least I'm perceiving to be the meditative likings of a cold-blooded creature.
Yes, stillness plays a large part in it.
And everything has become exceptionally still. Unfortunately, when he opens his eyes, he'll find probably something he's less happy with, but in the moment, this radiant warmth and the quiet seems to be helping out. And lastly, we have our goblin.
All right. Grunkle Ma was raised in a caravan of mostly relatives and had no particular calling. Wasn't great as a merchant, wasn't great as a hunter, wasn't really great at anything, so he kind of just hung out, was kind of a bum. And then he had a special dream, a very special dream, from a very special god who gave him a very special duty. He's not super sure on all of the details of that duty yet, something to do with liberation. He's just real happy to have a duty.
Yeah, but I'll be damned if it's not special. Someone gave it to me. It's special.
Destiny? He's been waiting his whole life to have his destiny. So he's all about it. He struck out on his own, by caravan, and not doing great so far. It's turns out kind of hard to be a single goblin going on a quest to liberate anything. So he's more or less just been hanging out at inns, getting kicked out of inns, sleeping behind inns.
But it has been but so you are away from the caravan. How long has it been since you left?
Not a long time, maybe like 6 months, a year.
All right. Well, the beauty of it is that it's fairly easy to make at least a small amount of money healing people.
Yeah.
So paying for a night at an inn and a meal isn't off the table completely, especially if your days are fairly quiet.
Yeah, as long as he manages to sell himself as a healer and not a menacing goblin, which is more of the challenge.
Yeah, so results have been about 50-50 in that. When you reach a certain low, anybody telling you they're going to heal you is probably worth a check.
Right, absolutely.
Well, it's been a quiet day so far. Not a whole lot has happened. Your most recent purchase at the inn, your last night was in fact your last night. Something will need to change. But that's a problem for another day. As you sit in the tavern and debate what's going to happen, everything kind of shimmers around you. The nice comfortable stool underneath you remains there, but the bar and everything else adjacent to it leaves. A bit of the flooring under the stool creaks as it too leaves the bar, and you find yourself in a position nothing like where you were recently. I gotta click on all the right tabs, not the wrong ones. I'm really good at clicking the wrong ones. Let's delete some of these wrong ones so I don't keep clicking on them. As the aforementioned change kicks in. Please tell me everybody can see.
Yes.
I can see.
Not everybody's health bars, but yes.
Yeah, it didn't copy all of the information. Once you reset the info, it should all pop back up.
I see darkness, Tucker.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I likewise see darkness.
That's a simple click I forgot to click. It should be better now.
Let
me refresh the page.
I broke it.
I don't know when settings are going to be saved versus when they won't, so sometimes this is going to happen.
Yeah, it's a learning process. I unfortunately am presented with naught but a black rectangle.
Same thing.
Similarly.
Vision is on, though. Why does that not do it?
Lola, do you have a black?
No, I can see everything.
Okay.
One second.
A very nice fiery man.
We'll get to that guy in a minute.
Oh, Usually when people are on fire on 3-5, they're not friendly.
Aha! I can see things.
I figured it out.
Yeah. Let me know when we can make character decisions.
I do not see
no.
everyone's health bars, but that's fine.
That's that. Oh no.
Oh, my health bar didn't travel over.
Yeah, everybody, the last 3 people I worked with, your information did not travel over. I need to figure out where the information saves and how fast it does so.
No worries. It's trivial for me to put my info back in.
Yeah.
But there you go, and hopefully everything works in accordance to what happens. As you are brought into this room, the heat is impressive. One of you is exceptionally comfortable, perhaps the most comfortable you've been in your entire life, whereas 4 out of you are hotter than you've... I guess maybe not the desert dweller, but you got desert heat indoors. That's not great.
Am I the
I
desert
assume I'm the
dweller?
one who's doing all right.
Yes, Kenny.
Okay, because I also lived on a volcano.
But not in it.
I assume I'm the other chill one.
Yeah, this is probably the most comfortable you've been in your entire life.
It makes sense. I am cold-blooded.
And there is nothing but radiant heat.
Arrow Breaker is arrow drawn, basically spinning around, just taking turns pointing it at everybody.
Hey, Jeff, we point that.
I have one question before we get into actual things. Can I feel holy energy radiating off of Strunkle
That's a question for Chris.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Then I would like to immediately go up and introduce myself to a fun holy goblin.
Excellent.
Non-doc, and you are?
Just the coolest guy you've ever met. My name is Skrunkle Ma. Where's this?
I don't know.
Not a lot of help, are you?
I mean, no, but would you like to learn about the Nightingales? And I point to the tattoo of a bird on the side of my head.
Maybe later. I think I just got teleported.
I mean, I stepped off a boat and now I'm here. This isn't where the boat landed.
Yeah, you don't think that's weird? I think that's
It's a little weird, but I mean, things could be worse.
I guess that's true. I mean, I didn't have anywhere to stay tonight anyway.
I'm gonna walk over to Kenny, put my hand on your bow and put it down. You're not to aim that unless you wish to fire.
You do not get to touch my bow.
That's fine.
Please tell me the character won't move any further, Alex.
Yeah, that's as close as I'm gonna get.
Okay. You begin to confidently walk forward and bump into a nothing. You stumble forward in this kind of hollow thunk, and you see the ripples of it echo out. Yeah, you're definitely in some kind of cage you can't see.
Interesting.
No, I don't want that. You were not dealing with you. Go sit down again. We'll get to you in a moment.
Who are you?
I'm Duke Firescald. He hasn't looked up yet. He's currently writing on a stone desk that is just in the lava, as is his throne.
I put my arm around my new goblin friend and walk towards where the kobold is, and say hello to the Duke.
All right, I guess we're doing this. Okay. I don't give the slightest about any of you. You're the most recent lot of the lot. So, you didn't kill each other. Good start. Maybe don't look at what's in the boxes over there if you have any hopes.
Hopes about killing each other, or hopes in general?
Mostly the first. Don't care about the second. Not my problem. consider yourselves the newest recruits. And he kind of lifts both his hands up, and it's almost like he's typing in the air. He kind of like, his fingers are tapping away, as you can see a kind of magical echo kind of call out from them. And as he turns both of his hands to the left, everybody make a will save.
A will save, you say?
As he does this, if this doesn't work, there's going to be problems. So know that. As he turns his hands and the magic tries to set in.
Of course.
Oh fuck.
What I mean by that is, should you choose to not make one, you can just let the magic happen, as is the rules of it. You don't have to resist anything if you just want to let it happen. You don't have to roll a reflex save for the fireball if you want to take full damage.
I don't know who this guy is.
Kenny, what you doing, buddy?
It rolled exactly what my bonuses were, so I just wanted to make sure it wasn't fucked. So I did roll a 3.
Oh, gotcha.
I'll tell you who it is. It's a fire giant, and I'm a level 1 sorcerer. So it's in charge.
I'm a level 1 Goliath.
Well, thankfully, probability.
You're a level 2 Goliath.
True.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm the baby.
Thankfully, probability did not stab me in the ass. You feel a tightness kind of wash over you. And he nods. All right, good. So listen, you're conscripted now. You're working for me. Or you're working for the company. And we've got plans here.
All right, a job.
This
All right.
is...
You're my favorite now.
I know, isn't he great?
What is this? This is an outrage.
That's
take
the
me from
usual
my home?
response. Yes.
Who are you to claim ownership over my service?
As you start, he just kind of smiles broader and broader, and for the first time, he actually like looks at one of you specifically. I'm gonna get it right eventually. Zarskathyrix.
You can just call him Zarsk for short. I'm gonna meet his gaze.
It is the giant who's talking, Kenny. Just so we're clear.
Yep.
He just kind of pushes the desk to the side, and it tips over a bit in the lava as he takes a few steps further forward.
And what I meant by that, Tucker, is as one of our players is talking, I shift my aim to them as well. Just back and forth, following the conversation.
I'm Duke Firescald, and I'm in charge now. That can either be acceptable, or you can be dead. There's no middle ground here. There's a job that needs doing, and congratulations, you've all been hired.
What's the job?
I can bide my time.
You can do whatever you want, but the magic says you're not gonna lift a finger against me. The job is fairly simple. All the dragons need to die.
Whoa, okay, what?
Arrowbreaker loosens their grip.
Yeah, all of them everywhere gonna die. That's a promise, not a threat. There's nothing particularly about it. They want us dead, we want them dead. I've got a better system than they do. So.
Dragons.
All
the dragons?
All of them everywhere, yeah.
Zarskathyrix is just busting a gut.
So. And he reaches down to the table as it slips over, and he pulls up a sheet of paper, and as it does, it disappears from the bottom up from his hand and reappears between the 5 of you, just kind of on the floor. There's your grocery list.
I go read it.
Re-aims at the paper.
I go read it.
It is very simple. It is written in common. It's written fairly nicely in common, in fact, and it simply dictates gold dragon scales, gold dragon bones, gold dragon egg, silver dragon bones, silver dragon scale, silver dragon egg, through all 5 metallic and all 5 chromatic.
Nondoc raises his hand.
We need a sampling of all of them. You gotta get 3 different unique species of each. We can get bones, scales, and eggs from the same. I guess you can't get an egg from the same thing as it hasn't hatched yet, but you can get bones and scales from the same fucker. But I need 3 of them total. What?
Sorry, Nondoc. So if we get bones and scales from one, we need 2 eggs.
No, you need bones and scales from 3 unique creatures.
I shout something in giant at giant.
And that thing is?
In the chat. I GM'd it to you.
Are Dwarven and Giant any amount of similar that I could try and figure out what he's saying?
Not even on the list.
If it was written, maybe. Verbally, no.
Okay. Worth a shot.
The Giant and Goliath quickly exchange a couple of words.
Ooh. Shouts back one more thing, and might respond, might not. I'll type it.
If you're going to type it, that's fine. I'm going to continue. So if you're going to go kill Bob, you can use Bob's scales and bones. But then you got to get Jack's and Jill's too.
So you want 9 total things from each dragon.
From each species, yeah.
3, 3, 3, 3. Got it.
Yeah, it's a nice big grocery list. You can double up on some things, but not on everything.
We find a whole clutch of eggs.
I came to this continent with a mission. If we help you, any chance you'll help me?
Does it help you to stay alive?
I mean, yes.
Then there's your help.
Paid?
Okay.
In life. Look, it's simple. You do this or you die.
Well,
okay, but do we
there's
get
the next
paid?
question. Where's the first dragon?
I mean, if we're killing dragons, we just take their hordes.
That's a good one.
That's a good point.
I could
That's
not give
a good point.
Could not give less of a shit about their money.
I mean, we don't really need their money.
I don't. I don't care what you need. You need to do what I want you to do.
But yeah, where's the first dragon then? Because I don't even know where this is.
I think a better question is, once we have something, how do we bring it to you?
He kind of steps back and brings his desk back. He sits back down on his throne. Dwarf, I do not know. I haven't the slightest, and that's not my problem. Human, roughly the same. It then becomes my problem once you've amassed enough. So, I guess here, take this. And he kind of reaches into the lava and he pulls out. It is bright red, but it looks like a small piece of obsidian. And the same thing kind of happens. It disappears from the bottom up and appears from the bottom up. Between the 5 of you, still absolutely searing hot.
Can I investigate it?
Errorbreaker.
How?
So what is it?
Cunning.
What is this?
The question is, are you going to touch it?
Yeah, I'll touch it.
No.
All right, go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Sure.
And then you can roll search.
Okay.
You're gonna take 2 damage. Kenny, what are you saying?
Errorbreaker speaks to the group for the first time. Why are we entertaining this?
Do you want to die?
I don't know. I don't have anything better to do.
I have a village to get back to.
No, you have something of a point. It is kind of meaningless. We couldn't kill a dragon any more than we could kill the ground on which we walk. But if we say no, Duke Firehead is going to try and kill us instead. Well, I say try. He's going to kill us.
It's better to be dead by a giant's hand than to be their slave.
I don't fundamentally disagree. But I'm not quite so eager to accept death.
Yeah, I disagree. I don't want to die.
Chris, the front and back of it are exceptionally smooth, but the edges are rough. Think of kind of like a quarter, but if it didn't have a face on either side.
Okay.
Which is definitely it looks both well crafted and very poorly crafted at the same time. This appears to be some sort of token. It's about the size of like a saucer you'd put a teacup on. In his hand, it was absolutely minuscule. In yours, you could definitely eat like a small sandwich off of it.
Okay.
Looking over at the giant, what is this?
Well, you raise a point. You got to be able to tell me when you got the things, so this'll do it. You lift it, you say my name, and I'll be able to watch. It works once. So, there you go.
Is there a timetable for this impossible task?
No. You're all gonna die before I do, so... Do it before I'm dead. Pass it on to your children.
And your name was Duke what again?
He's not going to repeat himself.
I cover the stone.
He's not going to repeat himself, but I will tell you it is Fire Scald. Can you see his tag, or is that just on me?
That's just on you.
Oh, fuck me. I clicked the thing, I clicked the button, and I certainly don't want it controlled by all players.
So, what I have done is I've created a new text channel. I have titled it Dragon Campaign Player Notes. So we've got a big communal notes page on which we can put
this
communal notes.
Did I do it? Can you see his name now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I found the button.
Conceptually, I realize that there is no saying no to this guy. I enjoy how quickly everybody else is just like, yeah, okay.
No, my kobold is seething with rage and has already promised to murder this giant.
Non-Doc is found a new thing to do.
And so far, at least audibly, only one of you has discovered why nothing can happen here.
It's
you.
Me.
Yes, it's you.
We're in a force cage.
There's currently 4 people you can attack. None of them are a giant.
Yep. Yeah. No. So my Zarskathrix is nothing if not pragmatic. Fastest way out of here is to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
But look,
I give the nice rock to Skrunklemaw. This looks like it'll be safe with you.
Do not touch that.
It's not hot anymore.
Skrunklemaw absolutely pockets it.
It's still hot, but it's no longer burning your hands.
Yeah, I absorbed all the burn.
So, anything else? Any other questions?
You say
the last.
You in Dwarvish just because. I'm never speaking in giant again to this asshole.
I take it he was quite rude.
Oh yeah, fuck him. What was I gonna say? Yeah, dragons need to die. Fine. Why is it your job? Why did you choose us? I need a more specific reason. But seething with anger.
Arson is just staring at you, confused, like I have no idea what you just said.
I just stand in between my new goblin friend and the person I just learned speak dwarfs and is a Goliath and I want to be friends with.
Takes a step back. Super sus of everyone right now.
Roll either intimidate.
Real sad.
Roll either intimidate or persuasion. Your call.
I will roll persuasion. I don't know if either is better, but I'm not trying to intimidate. I am just angry.
That's fine.
That's a skill, right?
That's why I wanted to give diplomacy. It's diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Um,
Thank you.
I'm gonna mix up some of the 5e terms. That was our most recent thing. I'm gonna try to get it right as often as possible. But
No worries.
if I say a skill and it's not there, quickly
yeah.
reassess.
Do I?
I've got you, Boo.
It's
You probably don't get.
Tucker,
it's not checked off or anything. I just roll a flat bad thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
and add
It's
your
120 plus your
charisma.
Oh hell yeah!
He just disregards you.
Where did
you
you roll that? I didn't see it.
It's
You say
at
it
the
in-
bottom.
okay.
You GM rolled it, I think.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I think you did a secret roll or whatever.
Oh,
Tucker,
why
You
did
can share with the group what you rolled.
it was a 1. Why did that roll?
Tucker, would
GM?
you like a server nickname?
No, it's fine.
Oh, Tucker, those some skills, if not all of
Are
them, are
Or
just
just auto checked, yeah.
whisper.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I will
You-
fix that going forward.
Because some things should be that way. Like for example, your use not check. You can go ahead and know what it is because you're gonna play it up like you successfully tied the knot. The rest of the party doesn't need to know you've rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm.
In use rope specifically, I like it best. I like that as a DM roll that you don't even get to see. You're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty certain I tied or not.
It's because mechanically, yes, you did in fact tie the knot. Not tight enough, not good enough, but there's
Hey,
certainly
Reese.
a knot there, and if nobody knows how
What's
to
up?
use rope better than you, they're going to assume you did it right because you said you did.
Yeah, it's fair.
Social skills tend to be the same way because, like, you look at it and you're like, well, everybody just saw how poor that went. But the end result of this is quick. He just simply does not answer. He just disregards you, whether it's that he doesn't speak Dwarven or he heard you and doesn't care. There is no answer to it.
Okay.
So how do we get out of here so we can start this duty?
Once I know we're good, I'm just gonna get rid of you. I don't want you here. Last group, half of them killed each other, and I had to clean that up. I'm not interested in doing that again.
I need to get back to my village.
Oh,
Let's
that's
go.
that's unlikely to happen.
Mm,
Well, the sooner we get this done, the sooner I can.
That's
unlikely to happen.
Consider yourselves an investment. I'm not expecting this to happen soon. I'm expecting it to happen.
Well, it won't happen if we're standing here. Time to send
all-
us off.
It's also true. All right, you want out? Fine, I'll get you out. And once again, he lifts up a piece of paper and it disappears to reappear in front of you.
What's this?
Why, it's this. It's a blank map.
Huh.
Where you going?
Well,
Out of
out of character points to my village. Right about there.
out of character, we kind of all pre-agreed on a set location, which is fine.
Yeah, it was like here, right?
Ping it
No,
again.
was
did I
it-
not-
It was like down here. Whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
it was here-ish.
Oh, right, because it was by that river.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right out here. Whoop. There'd probably be a river city down near here.
Probably
If we
called
need to
River
go,
Run.
my village is also right about here.
Did I do it right? Please tell me I did it right. If you use the snap to center, the scale is different on this map.
Oh, that is fun. That's miles. That's sick.
Each square is
Neat over.
25 miles.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So if there's
250 miles.
if there's
God,
like
that'd
a it's a way to go on foot. That's for them, sure.
Yeah, I was pretty proud when I found out I could change the scale of this so you can actually like, hey, it's 10 feet away. No, it's a thing. You can just kind of measure now. Not perfectly, but you can still measure.
he said, as a robot.
For context, from this length is about half the length of the U.S.
Neato.
Just for a sense of scale.
That
as long as I've used my correct numbers.
Are we assuming this is the California half?
Yes.
That's fine. I was assuming this was the New England half.
Let's just call it a day and just chop out the Middle East. The Dust Bowl is gone.
Yeah, no Tornado Alley.
But yeah, some Appalachians up here.
Just again, for that context, it is about half the length of the U.S.
Okay.
Cool.
That's still fucking
so
huge.
do we just kind of want a propeller spin? We agree on the aforementioned location.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, as soon as you lot come to the consensus, he doesn't say a single word. He just kind of he does a similar thing with his hands. He reaches up and begins to almost type in the air, and he twists both hands to the right. And that same kind of shimmer effect happens as you are just kind of dumped in an open field.
All right, so before we're transported away,
okay,
did he give us a contract where we expected to physically sign something?
Your failed will save was the signature.
Yeah, he cast a spell on us, probably like Geese or something.
Was my 22 a fail?
No one got a nat 20.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was one away.
Yes. A couple of you got very close to passing. I looked down and I'm like, oh, damn, that number almost hits the regular DC. Shit. Which, to be fair, Nondox was actually closer, I believe, because this was a magic effect, so you got +2 on it. Did that factor in?
No, it didn't.
So yeah, you actually got a 23.
Oh, did he pass?
No.
For story reasons, no.
The DC was a 25.
Yeah,
if I had known, I could have put senses up.
The dwarf did get noticeably close. Still would have been a bit of work to get there, though. Again, a nat 20 would have caused a problem, but potentially story fun. So, if that does that answer the question strongly enough, Kenny?
It does. I don't know if it's narratively more important or functionally, but if there was something to sign or something to verbally agree to in some respect that did not happen from Arrowbreaker, regardless of them failing or saving or passing or doing anything that would be opposite to the story, if that makes sense.
Nope, there was nothing to do. Your indignance and defiance during the will save would have been that moment.
Okay.
The failed save has basically left you bound to the giant's service, and he did not explicitly state the rules. He simply said there are, or he simply implied there will be a punishment should you go against him.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that I was trying to find out first.
Yep.
Giant servitude. What are they actually looking for?
Yep. You're gonna have to find somebody who can figure that shit out.
I would be aware of just the general hate of dragons by giants. Yeah.
Yes.
That would be well known in kobold communities.
In fact, it's well known overall. Does anybody have any questions about that they would like me to bring to light?
I think I can get enough information from literally the question.
Giants hate dragons. They hate them.
But like,
it's ages old.
Like a whole campaign where we fought dragons and we're helping giants.
Would it be accurate to say that we use the phrase a movable object meets a unstoppable force, thing like that? Would that go with the giants and dragons' hate for each other? Like, there's not any realm of possibility that anyone would ever agree rather than work together, right?
Yeah, getting these two parties to work together is nigh impossible.
Yeah, no, they This is a hate that harkens back to shortly after the dawn of creation.
Okay.
Yeah, a hate like do this or you'll both die. Oh, well, I'm just not going to do it, and when he's dead, I'll do it on my own.
Right.
Or even better, do this or you both die. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Because that means he dies.
Okay. And
yeah,
because nobody asked those questions and didn't get the opportunity to do it himself, Arrowbreaker is already angry and hasn't stopped aiming.
To be fair, what we just covered is kind of general knowledge. Giants hate dragons, dragons hate giants. That's basically the first hate that ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
So this request is not surprising, but your involvement is definitely weird.
Okay.
Upon landing from the teleport.
Mm-hmm.
So we play along until we can take him out, right? That's what we decided on.
Why would you say that out loud?
Because he's not
What?
here.
Sorry?
He can't get rid of us. He needs us.
I mean, one, it doesn't seem like he needs anybody. He just doesn't want to do it himself. Two, hi, I'm Nondok.
Yeah, who are all you people?
The name's Arson Wildblight.
Oh, you do have a last
Arson?
name.
What am I looking at when I'm looking at Arson?
If you move to the other page, Tucker.
So should we just go around and describe ourselves?
You scroll on my hog. That's me. I'm a rather tall human.
I don't see your pog.
Dead
I gotta
center.
find you.
This one.
So you're a human.
Yep. I'm dressed in like furs, and I have some armor on underneath. I wear like kind of a dragony looking skull mask over my face. And I have a sword strapped to my belt.
Knife wrench.
Put down your bow unless you're intending to shoot someone. And if
That's
you're going to
what I
shoot
said.
someone, just do it.
That's what I said.
Okay.
And then he walked away.
You need to understand, we are now slaves of a giant against my will. You guys were pretty okay with it from the get-go. Tells me you don't know your history. You.
I really don't.
What is your name?
I'm not so sure you have to ask yet. You're a kobold, right?
I look down at myself.
No,
I look at the
Kenny
wings.
is asking Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I am a kobold.
Yeah.
Is there a second half?
No,
to that?
I just want to make sure you were a kobold.
His comment stands, confirming that you are a kobold.
Yeah.
It would behoove us to be aware of each other. If I don't have something to call you by, I'll have to just make something up. We have been press-ganged into service by a giant. I am aware. It is not good. I do not like giants. But there was a wall between us and the giant, and frankly, had we tried to do anything, that giant would have killed us. It is better to bide your time and plan your vengeance than to act rashly in the heat of the moment and get yourself squished.
While that may be true, how am I supposed to know none of you aren't working with him? Points to Arson. You look like a dragon worshiper. Points to you. Is dragon.
Right, so how would we be working with him? We'd be against him. He hates us.
Yes, being chosen for this is somewhat ironic,
Little
all
bit.
things considered. You, dragon shaman?
Partly.
Hmm.
I've started to delve in.
Zarskathrix nods in approval.
Lowering my weapon, arrow breaker.
Arrowbreaker, I am Zarskathrix. I am a sorcerer. You, and then I'm gonna call out you, Goblin, in Gobbledygook.
Wait, do I also know gobbledygook?
Again, with
Skrunkle
the
grins
weird-
and points at himself.
Again, with the weird languages.
What is your name?
Skrunkle my friend.
Grunklema, Arrowbreaker, Arson, and
This one, that
Nanduk.
one.
Nanduk was the other. I turned my attention to the. Oh, the dwarf is muted.
Yes, I believe that is the name they gave us.
I think our first
Hi, sorry,
matter.
I'm unmuted now.
Yes, and Nanduk. Yes, what do you do?
God, you suck. Hold on, Kari's being an idiot. Oh God. Damn it. I am so sorry. Repeat.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Fuck, I'm like, I lost all of it. Fuck. Hold on, come back to me.
What is your class?
I am a monk.
Thank you. That's what Zarsk was looking for.
One big thing about Nandok is anybody who's ever met a dwarf, he dresses very undwarfly.
Okay.
He has a mohawk. His beard is really short. He's wearing bright colors and has no finery or metal.
The way I would describe it is you would picture a dwarf dressing earthy.
Mm.
Nandok dresses airy.
That's a great way to say it, like bright turquoise blue robes and a picture of a pink and black bird on the side of his head.
Like loose-fitting silk-style clothing. No armor, nothing hard about the character, just kind of very soft and flowy. I really hope I'm not wasting my time with this.
Who? What?
Me mumbling to myself as the DM. I'm working on something, and I know how well some of this shit has worked recently.
All right. I think our first order of business should be finding an inn and figuring out where the hell we are.
Well,
we can find that, and then I can tell you all about the Nightingales.
I assume that the giant let us off wherever we pointed to on that map.
Yes, you are in the middle of a field. There is nothing around you.
Yeah, I figured. All right. Can I suss out which direction is south?
I can use survival to figure that out and help out.
Say survival can be used for that. Do you have a natural ability to suss that out?
I don't. But
I'm a ranger.
Vaguely aware that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, unless that's different here.
Can I sense the motive of the land?
Well, I got a nat 20. So.
Yeah, Arson's got this. Arson knows what's up. The sun.
Do we still have the map?
Yes, you still have that map. You still have that unmarked map.
Can I orient myself to where I vaguely remember there being a village that we brought stuff to? Or a city or town?
Roll charisma for me.
God. Make me do that. 8.
Now do it again.
10.
Okay. You said you didn't want to do it, so I made you do it twice. You know you're south of a settlement. I'm going to rephrase slightly. You suspect you're south of a settlement. There's not a whole lot you know hard and fast, but based on conversations and how well you are able to perceive the area around you, you're confident you can start putting this together.
Okay, so like if we head northward, we can find potentially a road that might lead to somewhere.
Yes.
All right, so with that survival check, can I orient myself to where north is?
Absolutely.
We gotta head this way.
You know what direction north is on the map, you know what direction north is on the planet, and you are able to go.
From what I remember from the people that would go out on caravan trips, northward there should be a town, village. They didn't quite describe it well, but there is a settlement of some kind.
No, okay, that's fair. I'll give you a bit more than that. It's called Belmere.
It's called Belmere.
No, say it right.
Belmere.
When you add the inflection to it, you get this general vibe of like positivity. Like this is a pretty good place to be. Good business, do good here.
Tucker, do you want this session or this game to be super like narrative or
whatever
roleplay-y or not?
This game is meant to be sandboxy. If you want that, have fun, keep going. This is buying me time to continue working on something.
Okay.
If the first thing you want to do is go start a fight, well, I can go find things that are a fight to start.
Well, Arrowbreaker is very concerned, obviously, but I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough reason to continue to stick with the guys who are cool with being a giant slave.
You want some narrative reason for that?
I guess.
Based on what you saw, you've all been put under the same, we'll call it a curse. Their fate might be intrinsically tied to yours. You might want to at least figure out what that means.
Okay.
For now, it could be that if one of these guys dies, you just die.
Huh.
Your fates have been tied together, and you have no idea how tightly. If you walk away and one of them dies, who's to say you just don't?
Like you said, we agreed to stuff without knowing stuff.
It's not that you necessarily
agreed. We were press ganged.
Yeah.
At no point did an agreement get made.
Potato, tomato.
Tomato, frittata.
Potato, frittata.
So, I figure we go towards the river and then follow the river to a city.
Should be roughly around there, yeah.
Well, let's get moving.
What say you, Arrowbreaker? Do you wish to join us?
For now.
Like I said, we play along.
Oh no, what the fuck happened? I tried to put a door and exploded Roll20. It just fucking crashed on me. I just wanted to make a door. Oh no, did none of it exist? Does none of it exist anymore? Oh, thank God.
No, everything's still here that we can see.
Yeah, I'm working on a different map.
No, I know.
Thankfully I didn't ruin everything forever. I might have cried if I lost all of that.
Nonduk, feel free.
Nonduk continues on his way, but sends something to Dwarvish to Arrowbreaker on his way.
This is a weird house. Kenny, did you just send me something?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
No, Kenny just typed an apostrophe.
Oh, I can't see the whole text box, so I'm gonna have to bump it every so often.
Do you have like a tab open on the bottom?
No.
Because like when I have a file opened up, it raises it just a little bit. That means I can't see it.
No, the chat where I type is behind the last line of Chris's message. I can still read what it says. It's just I have to move it up if there's more than one line.
Yeah, I get it.
I can send rolls as arson or arson.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to hope I've done this correctly. Oh, no, wait, I have to fix all these. I'm just gonna hope I've done this correctly, because it feels like I have once I've rearranged all of the doors to face the right door direction.
Doors.
That sounds like a pain.
It's not, in theory, if it works out, it works really good, really quickly, and I love it. The problem is, that's not usually my luck. Oh, I forgot
I can't
some
spell that word.
stuff. So, it's on you guys. I know, Kenny, you have expressed Arrowbreaker's discomfort and unhappiness with a lot of these current goings on.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna fight anybody on your way there? On your way north?
No, I'm not going to actively cause harm to anybody, but it's very... Arrowbreaker is extremely suspicious that they were specifically chosen for a task like this by a giant who they also hate.
Is that a conversation you want to have?
Potentially.
I'm simply raising the thought that this is something you could talk about. If we just want,
I have an answer.
yeah, if we just want to fast forward to the next thing, I can start prepping that. I'm also very good at stalling for time, whether or not it seems like I am. I can adjust the cadence of my voice to make some things I'm saying take longer, and in theory, nobody will get terribly suspicious.
So, Kenny, did you want to bring that up?
I do, yeah.
Go ahead.
Listen, you need to understand that this is extremely suspicious. Obviously, Goliaths and giants don't have a good history together, and I trust him just about as far as I could throw him, and that's saying something. I don't like that I've been forced into servitude with people who I don't know, who are gung-ho to go kill dragons without knowing why, and that this has to do with dragons at all. But I have been waiting for this moment.
Did I say I was gung-ho and to go kill a dragon? I at no point have expressed this interest.
I mean, in general, I don't really care about the dragons, but it seems as though we need to do this to, one, help each other, and the sooner we get this done, the more I can help others. So,
Oh no,
whatever
we're going
we
to
can
get
do
killed
along
by
the
the
way.
dragon.
There's a lot to talk about, and a lot to parse, and a lot to break down. However, I don't think the best place to do that is in the middle of an open field.
I'm assuming we're walking while we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have stopped to have this conversation.
I'm assuming you're worried because some of us have some ties to dragons. Is that why you're bringing this up?
That's my thinking as well, that we all have ties to dragons, but I want to know how they know that.
I mean, well, I don't.
Cobalt. I wear a dragon-shaped skull.
I'm pretty certain that's just accounts for two of us.
As for why they would choose us, if say a dragon wanted to eliminate all the giants, wouldn't it be like quite ironic to have a giant do that work? Kill his own kind?
No,
I think it's more of a joke to the giants that they chose us.
Then
kill the ones you love so that you can't have your hands clean when you go back.
This sounds rude to say, but I feel like that is far more thought than the giant put into this. It seems he went, pick 5 people, and then said, well, these 5 worked out.
I think that is what's most likely. Regardless, It's going to take us time to figure out what it is that this dragon has done, it is that this fire giant did to us, and longer to undo it. And longer still if we're off to go actually fight a dragon at some point, which again I would not.
For a moment, I thought I
recommend.
had gotten through whatever he did, but clearly it's stuck.
So, right now, I think it best that we find somewhere safe to rest and start gathering resources.
I mean, we basically have all we need.
Do you know where a dragon is?
Fair information is a resource.
They might have books or journals that state where dragons have been spotted before that we could look into.
I have a question for Tucker.
Yes, I also have one. Chris first.
Kenny started first. Oh, so Kenny started first, so Kenny goes
No,
first.
Chris started first. Go with him. It's fine. We might have
Chris,
the same question.
How common are dragons on the mainland?
Not.
Okay. I was gonna say so that means my personal experience with them is very limited.
Yes. Without sharing too much, the most you might have stumbled across is what someone told you was some sort of draconic product.
Okay.
Made from genuine dragon scale. Oh, this is an actual dragon's tooth. With, like, minimal way to prove it.
Gotcha.
I'm wondering if it's possible that Arrowbreaker has any knowledge of rumors of dragon whereabouts.
Knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature? Because I feel like that would be where they steer the conversation more often than not.
Yeah, we're talking about where a fella lives, so knowledge nature feels right.
Knowledge nature. Oh, fuck, that's the wrong one.
Now, I'm not from this continent. I'm from the mainland, so wherever dragons would be or how common they are is more on any of you.
I mean, we don't just run into them on a daily basis, I don't feel.
I've never seen one is more what I'm getting at.
Let's just put it this way. You don't find a dragon finds you.
Kenny, did you roll a roll?
I did. I think it was a GM roll again. And it was a 13, so probably not.
It was a GM roll.
I gotta look better for that, unless you want me to leave it as is.
Alex, thought?
No, I just think it'd probably make more sense for you to undo that, because everyone else can see everyone's rolls.
Well, if you're rolling off your sheet, it won't be. Because things are preset on the sheet.
Yeah, some things are preset on the sheet. I don't mind knowledge rolls being public, so you can go ahead and uncheck all of the knowledge rolls. I think that's just how we're going to undo these as they come across, Kenny.
Okay.
Knowledge rolls can be public. Because whether your character knows the information or knows they don't know the information, you come to that conclusion pretty quick.
I also want to take a look over at Scrunklemon and see how he's handling all this.
Scrunklemall's mostly just vibing. He's like, yeah, this is an impossible task we've been given, but at least we'll have some fun along the way before we die.
All right, vibe check complete.
Scrunklemon's got a great attitude. Yeah. Zarsk is low-key excited to see a dragon conceptually, but he's like, keep it cool. So yeah, I figure unless you want to throw a random encounter on at us between here and the town, I think we're just going to the town, yeah?
And that therein lies the question. Sometimes I'm going to ask you guys, do you want a random encounter?
I'd be down for one.
Yeah, I mean, throw some combat at us. Or don't. It's up to you.
It could help show off what we can do to the other party members so that they know what we can do.
As well as see how fluid we work as a team.
It is fun to have a little bit of combat in your first session.
then I'm gonna need like 2 or 3 more minutes.
No worries. Guys, I'm so squishy. Everyone else is level 2. I've elected to start a 3-5 game as a level 1 caster. What a poor choice I've made.
Well, at least I can try to, like, if you're in trouble, I don't have to move to save you.
Now I'm curious, who's the tankiest here?
Me.
I was gonna say Chris, either Mike or you.
What's
29.
you're what, a D8?
Okay, you are higher than me then. Yeah, I'm at 23.
Well, health doesn't necessarily dictate tankiness.
Yeah.
There's a few numbers what go into that.
Because, like, Goliath's a big guy.
He's a big guy.
Goliath is large.
Mm-hmm. And in charge. Although not so much at this moment.
Ooh, I like this. We'll do this.
Charles in charge.
Like I said, y'all are just gonna need to give me but a minute or two.
You're good. I could
A
get a
butt
drink.
minute?
Nope, that certainly isn't the thing I copied. Let's try that again. That's still not the thing I've copied. Interesting. Why won't it let me do this? It's weird that I have to do it this way.
It's okay. It's okay. As long as nobody looks at me funny, I should be fine.
But then also give you a bonus.
Okay.
I have to be careful with this character voice. I'm still figuring it out a little bit, but this is sort of what I'm going for. But if I'm not careful, I go from vaguely Slavic and I turn right into Watto! Jedi! Let's go bet on a pod race.
I was getting some big Adam Sandler from Hotel Transylvania vibes, and I was loving it.
I've never said blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, sort of vaguely Transylvanian. I live in mountains. I want to be dragon. My name is almost unpronounceable.
Dude, I haven't said mine out loud in a long time.
Oh, did you roll your name on the Goliath table?
I did.
Yes! How many syllables did you get?
I think it's like 14.
God, I love the Goliath naming table.
Where'd I put that? Is my real name?
I think I rolled maximum syllables, and I think it's like 11.
Oh, okay.
For Vogue.
Let's see. Which
Vogue Anima M. Kathma Lovim Dwevka.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like I got 10 syllables.
I need just another minute or two. I'm sorry that I wasn't fully prepared to throw a combat out. I was working other maps, and then everything gave up, which was not my favorite thing. I had a very hard time dealing with the map the other day, and it was just incredibly frustrating. Oh, I guess I can just do this the boring way. Ba, 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 ba. I can mumble to myself, or you guys can actualize in the meantime. That would be helpful too.
What do you need me to actualize?
If there's any other conversation that needs to happen, I need to stall for just a little bit more time. I have almost
Sure.
everything set up.
So, Dragon Shaman, you,
I'm sorry, I found pogs I used in the other game.
What exactly? Do you worship a particular dragon or a pantheon of dragons? What? I've not encountered many from outside of the clan.
Usually you follow one dragon in particular.
What dragon do you worship?
The one that I've devoted some time to learning about and learning about is the red one.
What
You
happens
worship a
if he's our
red
first?
dragon?
Don't worship anything really.
What happens if it's our first target?
Then we do it.
If you can kill a dragon, it was no true dragon.
Let's put it this way. Me getting back home to my family is more important.
You hear that? No, it's not.
That's a great time for Tucker to say no.
Yeah, I could just mute myself, or I could just do moments like that. Your call.
Moments
That's
like
fine.
that are great.
No, I like that.
No, if you can kill a dragon, it is no true dragon. A true dragon would not be felled so easily.
I think he's right. I think we're dead. We're just dead.
You think small. You gave us no time frame. The first thing to do would be if we were to sincerely follow his demands, which at the moment we have little other option. First order of business would be to gain strength and intelligence. He didn't say we had to go kill a dragon right now. He said do it before he dies.
Oh man, I can procrastinate for a long time.
As we are now, even a white wormling would slaughter us.
Do we truly believe that we were chosen at random?
I was doing guard duty, so yeah.
I believe by intention or by accident, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we're here. We are in the situation, and the only way out of the situation is through. Don't dwell on the what ifs.
Dwarf, goblin, do you have any ties to dragons?
Not as far as
Never
I'm
even
aware.
met one.
And what was that, Lola?
Never even met one.
He lifts his little mask off. To be clear, I'm human.
Yes,
Not a
but
dragon.
you worship a dragon. That's problematic.
Again, worship is a very hard term.
You use their
Why
magic.
would that be problematic?
I don't worship anything. That's why.
That's fair.
Why would that be problematic?
Oh, that's to me. Because I don't like dragons. I'm sure most of us here have a reason for that.
No.
I mean, they're pretty cool.
Zescatherix ruffles his notably draconic wings uncomfortably. No, I don't think I have much of an issue with dragons at all. If you have a problem with use of draconic magics, I suggest you get over it quickly. Staring down. How tall are you?
Tall. I don't know if I wrote it down. What's like average height of a Goliath? Like 8 feet?
Yeah, I'm like
8 feet, I think, is pretty tall. Let me take a look at Races of Stone real quick. You know what? Even faster. Vogue was on the taller side of things. He was 8 feet tall, and he was about as tall as they got.
All right, so like just under Vogue.
Sure. I mean, you can be 8 feet if you want.
No, it's fine. Not the biggest dude around, but definitely still Goliath.
Okay, so I just want you to really appreciate being stared down by all 2'6" of me.
Yeah, frankly, you could stack up about three of the party members here, and we're just barely equaling one arrow breaker.
To be fair, until given a reason not to, for now, we can trust each other. In time, true intentions will be shown.
Well, I personally trust all of you right now.
Just
unwise.
Just to help visualize this comparison, 2'6" is on the left and 7'10" is on the right.
Yeah. You're about knee height.
Yeah.
You
God,
see...
that's a website you opened up, right?
Yes.
It's just like character height comparisons. I fucking love. It's such a neat thing to get that perspective. I really do love
tool.
that.
It's a handy little tool.
You see Arson's eyes glow green as he activates senses.
All right. Well, I'm hoping I set this up correctly.
We are so short as a party on average. I fucking love it. There's me, the 2'6" kobold, Skrunkle the 3 foot tall goblin,
dwarf,
Nonduck, the
He's 4 even.
Yeah, the 4 foot dwarf, and then we have human Goliath.
6'1".
We've just got a gay couple and all of their children. You're gonna get like little harnesses with leashes for all of us.
All right. Well, I'm hoping I have set this up correctly and that all barriers function as barriers.
Let's find out.
Because as you're wandering towards Belmere,
This guy, Mayor Tipplepop. Ooh, I love these names.
fuck. Okay, you weren't supposed to be able to see in that. Why did that work?
Check off when you have the nameplate. Don't check it off.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be able to see into the building. I made it a building.
Oh, yeah, I can see right through the walls of the building. I'm sorry, my friend.
It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the thing. Is it gone now?
Nope.
Yes.
Well, hold on.
Now I'm down to just
Everything's
It's
black.
perfect. It's perfect for me anyway.
Fresh.
I've got my sight all the way it's supposed to be.
Everything is black for me.
Well, because you don't have good vision.
Yeah, I think that's dark vision. What is being the problem there? Hang on, let me check the settings on the other
Goliaths
page.
don't have dark vision, do they?
Goliaths? No.
Yeah. No. Okay. So it's really funny. The only two people here of normal, the only two tall people, also the only people in the party without dark vision.
It's...
So now, can you see inside the building?
No.
Nope. And this part here.
Well, yeah, just everything behind the building is going to be blocked out.
Yeah, because there's a building in the way.
Oh, no, I'm just letting you know, like, this part is black. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so now I'm at least kind of familiar with the settings I have to set the page to.
Make
Okay.
sure everyone, make sure that you have your POG selected before you click the initiative roll.
Yes.
Otherwise, it won't.
Thank you for remember.
You're welcome.
I don't have an
Wait.
initiative button.
I know
You
there's
should on your character sheet.
Oh, on the character, yeah.
I know there's a way to have it pop out, but I don't. Oh, turn over. There we go.
Oh, but it's still not working. I have selected my mans, and I'm clicking initiative. It's telling me no.
Well, I see an arrow breaker and a non.
I'm
Oh,
gonna try again.
Why are we both 0.03?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I have
getting-
no clue what the .03 is about.
It doesn't make any sense.
Last time we did this, Chris, you were 0.02, and we thought it was just
That is
order
correct.
that we joined the game, but no.
All right, I'm just deleting your second initiatives each. Can anybody else get initiative?
No, when I roll, I keep getting a no character was
Yeah,
found
roll
for
that, mate.
selected, even though I definitely have my character selected. I can just roll it manually.
I like when the funny buttons work.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
It's not
sometimes
a-
it's not the most worth it to play with. I really don't know how to do this.
hey, I didn't get a
Right.
z-
Also,
I,
I liked my 21 initiative.
I didn't roll a negative.
Oh, you can roll a negative on your int?
On your initiative?
On your
Yeah, if
initiative.
you have a negative modifier. And if you get negative, you miss your first turn. So don't.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why the one that I took is hard. It's a -6. I should have a +3 initiative modifier. I do not.
Ah.
That one.
That one is fine as long as it's still positive. Character was selected.
Still gonna attempt to roll on the character sheet again. Just to see if it pops up right.
Because when I click on 3 of you, I get an initiative button next to the cursor.
What's important is that I get my first turn.
Oh, there we go. I have an initiative button.
And now you're on the sheet, and you have a .02, I guess.
Do you want me to change that to the 3 that I rolled?
No, 10's fine. We're still messing around because I want to figure out how to get Alex and Chris on here accordingly.
Chris
I don't know
rolled
if
it.
my button shows up. I just know
I'm
that
just
when I click
hitting
my
initiative
guy,
again to try something. It's still. Hey, I fixed it.
Nice. What'd you do?
Okay, so if you're in your character sheet,
Okay, hold on. Let me get back to my computer. I was putting a record on the record player. All right, so I am in my character shit.
go to your initiative,
Looking
and
at
like,
it.
there's like all the boxes, and then there's one box that has like an equation in it.
Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of gibberish in there.
Yep. There at the end of it says end tracker.
Yep.
There's a parentheses block before that says that has a /100 in it.
yeah,
No.
Take out that block.
Okay,
I don't
so-
know where that is for my int. Where's my int?
All right, so give me a second. I'm going
there we
to.
you have to take out the end tracker now or no?
No, leave the end tracker. Take out that other parentheses block with the plus.
All right, Chris,
You have to take
my
out
friend.
the plus.
Which
Mhm.
which bit am I deleting here?
You know what?
You
I'm
should-
just gonna copy and paste mine.
Yeah,
Fair.
that would also make sense.
I assume you're putting it in the Discord.
Got it to work.
Hold on. What?
Did you
I'm
put
in
it in?
somebody's screen and
Where did you put it?
I haven't put it anywhere yet.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, let's see if this works.
So if you
Blind
just
button.
if you copy and paste that into the thing.
Yep. You now have an initiative without a weird ass decimal.
Okay, but
Uh,
that's not necessarily going to let him be able to push the button to roll it. So I guess push
Yeah,
the
that
button,
is-
Alex, and see what happens.
No, I did. So previously, I would get no character was found for selected 3 times in a row, and then a syntax error with a whole bunch of shit in it.
And now it's
Um,
twice in a row.
And now it's twice in a row, and then a syntax error with a whole bunch of shit in it. If I delete everything,
Well, that part I
it's
can't
3
fix,
times
but
in
I
a row
fixed
again.
the decimal issue.
Wow, nice. Okay. I'm gonna say it rolled 12 like twice in a row, so.
Because to be fair, my bandits don't have an initiative roll either.
Do they have a character sheet?
No, but shouldn't I just be able to put something in
No,
the turn order?
Yeah, you can. There should be a little gear that you can click on, Tucker. There you go.
Okay.
And you just change the number.
Okay, so we can just do this.
Yeah, you'll just have to slot me in, buddy. I rolled a 3. Or sorry, a 1. I rolled a 4 that became a 1.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to do this till we can figure it out.
Yeah, that's fine. It's hardly the end of the world.
Chris, did
Can I
you
keep
roll
my
anything?
original 21 then?
You're
Chris
keeping
rolled
the
a
number.
7.
You're keeping the number that I kept in there. Sorry.
Arrow breakers and 9.
Nope. Arrow breakers on a 14.03.
I don't see a 14 anywhere.
Yeah, the turn order on our screen is different than whatever you have, Tucker.
Nondoc's got a 22.03. Arrow breakers got a. Wait, Mike, did you say you rolled a 1? Oh, but you rolled again. It's fine. Scrunklebot, I need an initiative.
7.
Thank you.
Yeah, Chris,
Yeah,
I'm with
the only
you.
ones
I think we're
see
seeing
are
different numbers.
Arson, Bad Guys, Zarsk, and
I
Scrunkle.
just sent a picture of what we see.
Oh, no, let's hold on if we reset.
That's a good idea. I didn't think of that.
I see a 1, 7, 10, 15. 10,
Yeah, that's all I see. It's
15,
1,
1,
7,
7.
10, 15.
It's weird. It's not going in order. Numerically descending. Okay. Well, I've made it work.
Yay!
At least on my screen.
I see the turn order correctly. Yes.
I don't see Kenny or Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On mine, it goes 22, 15, 14, 10, 7, 1.
Yeah, we're not seeing that. I don't know
I see.
where a 14 would have come from.
We're seeing 15, 10, 7, 1.
Yep.
That's weird because it puts you guys on here. What if I just do this?
I'm guessing it didn't change anything.
Yeah.
No,
nothing changed on our end.
It doesn't like that I'm trying to do anything. No, instead it's just activating the numbers. How did that do anything for you guys?
No.
No.
It's just moving up and down the.
I think if
We'll
Chris
just-
and I were to
I-
roll again, maybe we'd pop up, but
Try again.
Yeah, let's just leave it as is. I mean, because I go first,
Hold on.
then Bad Guys, then Kenny.
No, but Chris, roll again. And now Tucker changed the number.
What if I just delete the old arrow breaker?
Yeah.
So do you see a 19 on this list now?
it
Yes.
showed up when I rolled, and it showed up when Chris rolled.
Okay. So now if I go back in here, descending, can everyone see 19, 17, 15, 10, 7, 1?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
I'll keep my 17. That's fine.
But also, the numbers rounded up for some of us when we
That's
couldn't see them.
fine.
As long as everyone's got a number here and we can continue through this, it doesn't matter what kind of has sloppily happened around it. Well, the little teaser got teased, so that's not my favorite thing. But as you guys are wandering along this path that kind of heads north, things branch off and come back in. There appears to be a main road, but it's sometimes hard to follow the main road. And eventually, you stumble onto this intersection. In the middle of it is a well, and there's a group of reasonably matching dressed gentlemen, kind of patrolling. And the only note I have is moving through the wheat cost double movement, which would be this kind of thing.
Mhm.
And it costs you an extra 5 to jump a fence.
Okay.
So those are my notes. As you approach, the gentleman closest to you just kind of hand on his crossbow, hasn't lifted it yet, and just kind of stares out at you guys. And we're just gonna jump into initiative order since it's been rolled. So Arrowbreaker, what do you got?
Well, they're just looking at us right now, so I'm continuing to walk forward, just traveling.
Nope, don't you do that. This is mine.
That's fine. Can we go north?
That was me talking to the cat who was trying to steal my seat while I was having some sugar.
Oh.
I thought I pushed it in far enough. But she just scooted right into where my feet go and looked up like, yeah, that's my seat now. No. So move forward accordingly and go 1 square at a time, and I will tell you when to stop. There.
So on.
No, where at least where I see him is appropriate.
Yep, there's a 1 square diagonal between us.
Oh.
Yeah.
That Kenny was on that ping, not you. I thought you pinged.
Oh.
It was Kenny.
All right. Normally, a bunch of guys out in the middle of the road is enough to make people question. So, move around.
Move around?
Yeah. Look, if you want me to say it, this is my road. Get off my road.
I'm trying. I'm just trying to get off that way.
Do you point that way?
Appropriate that way, yes.
Yeah, but what way is that way? You can use the arrow to point.
Where are we trying to go?
Let's assume this way.
Then I point that way. Why? Where did this? Yes, that way.
Yeah, that's the my road I was talking about. So maybe just turn around. We're not letting anybody through, right? No, we're not supposed to be letting anybody through. No.
All right.
Can we charge a tax? How much? That's why I'm asking you. I don't know. Sure, set it high. All right, high tax. Can you pay a high tax?
No. We cannot and will not be paying any tax.
I was going to say, I have gold.
The high tax of your life?
Wait. Hold on. Why can't we go this way?
They're not letting us.
That's
But
not what he said. He said it's his road. If we pay a tax, he'll let us travel his road. I don't see the problem here.
Because I said so. Because that guy said so.
He also said a group of people walking down the road would be suspicious, and there are a group of people standing in the road.
Yeah,
hey,
not walking.
Don't draw attention to that.
Not walking.
You're definitely more suspicious than us.
Sure.
Not. Nah, I got nothing here.
What's the tax? 10 gold?
Own roads.
He said a high tax.
Yeah, what's high for them? Let them say it.
The guy in front just kind of looks back to the guy by the well, who looks just elated at that number. Yeah, 10 gold.
10 gold. Let's go.
No. We will not be paying any gold. You will let me pass the road.
Arrowbreaker offered up gold. Let's just go.
You can take that road.
Is that your road?
No.
Then why
Which
did
is
I
the
pay a
direction
tax
I
to
don't
use
think this
it?
guy owns this road. I don't think you can own a road.
Which is the direction we need to go?
Yeah, this is all happening while I'm still walking forward. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Well, no, he has raised the crossbow to stop you at about 10 feet away from him. This way, Alex. This is the way north.
Okay.
The crossbow, if you will.
And he has told you this way is free.
Yeah, but I paid him a tax to go the other way. And that was cool when I was paying him, but now that he has the money, it's not. I'm going to keep going. I paid.
Oh, hang on. To be clear, you're actually going to offer him 10 gold?
Yeah.
All right. If you're going to legitimately pay him, then yeah, they're all gonna kind of like eye you suspiciously, like I can't believe that worked. But they'll absolutely let you pass. All right. Is that 5, 10, 15, 20? You can go 25, 30, and then one more move if that's the plan.
Yeah, so 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. Non-doc.
Okay.
Can you see back there? I have a weird, like, circle of vision. Kenny, from where you're standing, can you see everything?
I can see this.
But, like, you can see the road, you can see the map, it's not all dark.
Yeah.
But you can't see through the building or in the building.
I have grayscale on the building and behind it, but I can't see anything in there if there is an in there. Like, I can see this piece of wood, but it's grayed out.
I don't need to go as player. I can just open up your stream.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, I'm probably the best one to double check to make sure shit's working on.
Yeah, I don't have to fucking change anything. I can just open up the stream and look. All right, so let me rejoin as GM. All right, little bit of
sense motive on this guy.
Yeah, go for it. 100%. That seems a very reasonable thing to do.
Well, my character sheet's loading. It got upset with me.
So cones are going to show up a lot in this game.
That's an 8.
They're just gonna.
You can have sense motive be set to public.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it wasn't.
Yeah, if it's yellow, it's a GM roll. I'm just as they come up, we're gonna discuss some of them. No, this is his road.
Ooh.
He's here. He's got guys here. They're all kind of matching. This seems like some sort of station.
You'll have to help me fix that later. But yeah, if that's the case, then I'm trying to figure out whether non-doc would be suspicious or not. I don't think he would be.
It's suspicious as fuck. These guys are shady as fuck, but if I can pay them instead of having them try to kill each other, that's fine.
Caravan traveler who's traveled with a caravan their whole life. Does this look like an obvious shakedown to you?
Yeah, I don't think you can own roads. I, as a goblin, am pretty against the concept, and I, as a goblin liberator, I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I think we're all in agreement as to what happened here. The difference is I'm willing to pay it.
Yeah, that's cool. You can go ahead and not be happy with it. That's how we make the money.
You can still kill him. That's fine. I'm not going to stop you. I'm also going to join in if it happens.
So whose turn is it?
We're at Non-Doc, who appears to have moved in sense motive.
Yes. Now, I have one other question. Can I have pamphlets about my monastery? Is that a thing that could happen at this time?
No.
Okay.
We can arrange for that later, but for now the answer is no.
Okay, I want that at some point. But anyway, I did my thing, because I can only move 20 feet.
All right, Arson.
Looking at the goblin, shall we liberate them from their heads?
Viva la resistance.
Hey, that's not cool.
I'm sorry, what?
As I'm walking over, I'm going to draw my sword. As you can take some of my movement for that if you want. It's only 20 feet.
Immediately putting an arrow in the back of the guy who took my money.
That's fine. Step one is their held turn is now gonna we're gonna oppose Dex check, Arson. So roll dexterity for me, because I'm trying to interrupt your turn. Nope, you get your turn before they get to do anything. They will in fact go just after you now. They tried to go before, but I did not roll good enough.
Not flanking. No additional attack bonus.
You done fucked up, AA Ron.
7 to hit.
Aaron Balake.
I just can't get over the kid at the school that I work at.
7 to hit is a no.
Hold on, do I add my strength modifier to that? Tucker.
Yeah, that looks correct. You rolled a 2, you get +1 from base attack bonus and +4 from strength.
Oh, I didn't see the 2. I saw a 9, that's why I got confused.
Yeah, your number tracks. That seems appropriate.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. I didn't see the 2. I saw a different number.
So you've missed. You've moved and you've attacked?
Yep.
All right, I need to adjust a couple of things because I've made a snap decision. But that guy is certainly going to take a swing back at you. I'm just going to copy and paste this because I think I'm going to be doing this a lot. Oh, well, he misses. He kind of quickly wheels around and switches his crossbow for a long sword and takes a chop and does not hit. That guy's going to hit this guy. No, I'm not. A 10 certainly isn't going to hit Arrowbreaker's AC because he has it listed and I can click on him and go find it immediately.
Uh-huh.
This guy. Nope, that's not going to cut it. And that guy. Wow, I rolled 3 5s in a row.
Oof.
Nice.
All right.
Same there, man.
Good turn, me, Skrunklemaw. At least for you two, I'm going to try to use character names so we're not questioning which Chris every time.
I prefer
Makes
character
sense.
names even.
That works for me.
I just default to Lola and Chris.
Alex, can you change your display name to your character name? It is still Corvus. Please.
But Skrunklemaw, we are at you. What do you do?
They're taking a look around.
You've got enough movement to just walk. Oh, no, never mind. That's the wrong guy.
So you moved 5, 10, 15 feet so far.
Going over a fence costs you an extra 5.
So that would go from, yeah, so that's down as 20.
Oh, where did I start?
You started right here. So that's 5. That one.
Tucker, just so that we know going forward, since it's going to come up right now. Diagonals, are we doing 3-5 diagonals or 5th edition diagonals?
I'd assumed 3-5 because we were playing in 3-5.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3-5 diagonals till it gets too hard. And what that means, just for anybody, is that as you move diagonally, each other diagonal costs 2 squares of movement. So if you're moving in a straight diagonal line, it costs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So we're doing that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tucker, you can move, attack, and then finish your movement, right?
No.
No, you cannot.
There's a feat to do that.
You're right. I remembered as I said it.
I believe it's mobility.
Snowflake War Dance is a class feature that lets you do that.
All right, in that case, I'm just gonna move up 1 and then use.
I mean, you could just huck a spear.
Virtue to grant an extra hit point to Zarsk.
Oh, that works.
Okay. Did you want to move up just literally 1?
Yeah, I just have to be next to him.
Diagonals count as adjacent.
Yeah,
So you
this
move up
is
1.
also adjacent, is what I was trying to get at.
Ah, okay.
Also, it's been a while. Moving around the piece that I'm on. Would that cause attacks of
if you leave a threatened square, you provoke an attack of opportunity. So, yes,
No, you can circle him all you. Yes.
yeah.
So
Yes,
just to be
because
clear, doing this. Whoop, I just like my piece. Doing this would cause an attack of op.
Yep.
I'm gonna-
I think so.
D&D
Doesn't it?
D&D says yes. I'm gonna say no. You didn't leave his threatened square. He threatens the 8 around him. You have not left that.
Okay, so we're doing a like threatened radius instead of threatened square.
Yes. And
All
I think I like that better.
That's the 5e ways to do what I.
Yeah, I do think I like that a little bit better.
I'm cool with whatever as long as we pick one and stick to it.
Yep, and we will see how that tracks. If things need to change, we can change them. So for now, as long
Whoop.
5e way, as long as you are within
Hey,
the
Matt
threat
Bigelow.
of the same guy,
Thanks
you
for
can
the
dance around
sub,
all you
man.
want.
I appreciate it. We're just starting a new D&D campaign here.
All right.
We're all
so
gonna go
Zarsk.
kill some dragons all the time.
All right. Undignified. Try and shake me down like a common knoll. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. So Tucker, cones. Cones are tricky.
No, you've set yourself up pretty effectively. What are you trying to cone?
Well, I've thrown a couple of template suggestions for cones, but I'd like to cone this guy, this man's, and all the way down to this guy, I think.
What's the radius of your cone?
We were
Well, that's
conscripted
what I'm
by
double-checking
a
right now.
fire giant to go kill some
I
dragons
at some
for
point
him.
closed my character sheet.
And my
I don't know when, so
character
I just gotta
down
flip
here,
over to my
Arrow
spells real
Breaker,
quick.
does not trust the group yet because dragon attacked his family.
15-foot cone.
Why was I chosen
So that would
seemingly
be-
randomly? Very suspicious.
Not quite enough. I will have to wait for that until next turn. Instead, I'm just gonna shoot this guy with a crossbow.
All right.
Uh,
Not what I thought you were
sometimes-
going to shoot him with, but it works.
Sometimes you use magic. Sometimes you shoot people with a crossbow.
And sometimes you just pay them their blood money and walk away.
And then sometimes you do that anyway and have to go pick up your spilt blood money.
17. God, I hope a 17 hits.
Yes,
I'm
17
shooting this
hits.
one. I would fucking hope so. 3 damage.
All right. Can you guys see their health bars?
Yes.
That was the intent. That is not a mistake. All right. So back to Arrowbreaker.
Yeah.
Let's see if Arrowbreaker remembers all the moving pieces.
Definitely not. I shoot this guy in the back with an arrow.
You want a quick rundown?
Yeah.
First, before you do that, you move down here.
Why?
Because if you move at least 10 feet and around, you get an extra d6 damage.
Ah. So yeah, I'm
So
gonna move down here.
So any round you want to attack somebody, you want to make sure you move first.
Yeah. Actually, you know,
Uh,
no, because if I
unless-
move here, that's an attack of hop on me.
Yep, he can stab you in the balls.
All right. Well, maybe not. Well, I guess depends how tall he is. I'm gonna move here, shoot around this guy, and hit the money guy.
Yep.
Cool. Now I get to push the funny buttons.
I love pushing the funny buttons.
That's on my actions tab.
And let's see if it all works. I might also just roll regular dice. I do have 3 very nice dice sets, so
Is
if
it
I'm gonna
weapon full?
I mean, we can't see your rolls anyway, Tucker. If you wanted to cheat, you could just cheat.
Ooh, does a 21 hit?
absolutely. It's not even that I want to cheat. I have the Bureau
No,
of
that's what I'm
Balance
saying.
dice. I have the Flame Bright dice, and then my sister actually got me the first nice birthday
Dude, if
present
I
in a
could
very
get
long
away
time.
with using real dice, I wouldn't a heartbeat. I've got 2 sets of dice and a 6-foot-tall modular dice tower just collecting dust in my garage.
I've been thinking about getting a set of digital dice.
So, like,
Okay, so
That was 10
um,
dams. I think.
yeah, you rolled an 18 plus 1 plus 2, 21. Yeah, everything seems to track. And
I
the
can't tell if
damage.
it's a 10 or an 18. I can't see the bottom half of the 0.
Well, and then down here you rolled a 2, plus 2 from the bow, plus 6 from strength, or did you roll an additional 6?
I don't know.
Your bow damage should be 1d10 plus 1d6 plus 2, which it does not appear to have been.
1d10 plus 2 is what I have for damage.
Plus 1d6. If you go to actions, I'm in your thing right now. You want to go down to...
It's listed as a plus 6, not plus 1d6.
Yes, see down here? Sneak attack, sudden skirmish?
Yeah.
Check that off. That'll add a d6 to you.
Oh, okay.
So throw those bones again. Let's see if it checks out.
And that's damage. Just the damage one?
Yep, just the damage one.
12, yeah.
Because now I see the skirmish dice in there. But it's still adding a 6 into it.
I don't know where that 6 is coming from. Weapons.
That's your strength.
Okay.
I guarantee it's pulling from your strength modifier.
Yeah, my strength mod is 6.
So go back to action.
Action. It would be in weapons.
Okay, go back to weapons. Yeah, it shouldn't necessarily be pulling for... Oh, ability damage, strength. Ability damage, none.
None isn't an option.
No, none is definitely an option. You're not reducing their strength.
The ability attack right here?
Ability damage means you're dealing damage to one of their stats.
No. It's the ability from which it is drawing on from him.
Okay.
See where it says critical?
Critical, yeah.
Range, ammunition, still with me.
Yeah. Attack ability.
Attack ability, dex. Damage ability, none.
It was on none, wasn't it?
I put it on none.
Oh, okay.
So now if you roll again, that plus 6 should go away. And now when I scroll over it...
Yep.
I rolled a 6 plus 2.
Yep.
But...
It says plus skirmish, but skirmish doesn't appear to have gone in. Do you still have it clicked? It is still checked off. Oh, no, it did. The skirmish just rolled a 1.
It's multiplying the skirmish, not adding.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And it's also multiplying sneak attack and sudden.
Yeah, but those are zeros, so there shouldn't be anything there.
So how do we switch that off multiply? Fuck with it at your own speed, Kenny.
It's
because
a 9.
I can just take. Yeah, I can take the numbers. It's a 9.
I don't see how I can change any of that.
Hold on.
So we can move on though, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
I moved and shot. That's all I got.
I'm just trying to figure out if there's a good way to do this or not. There's not. Oh, yes, there is.
Kenny, on your skirmish damage under actions, is it just 1d6 or do you have something else on there?
It's just 1d6.
There we go. How's that? Upside down and no health means...
Dead.
Okay. As long as we're all clear about that.
Yay!
Non-doc.
Well. 5, 10...
Yeah. Arson takes a swing, and then Arrowbreaker just plugs this guy in the spine, and he falls
20.
over dead.
I guess I'll double move.
Yep.
Would you say it's like 5 feet to go around the well?
You're trying
Can I go around it like that?
You can go around it like this.
I guess, fine.
5, 10, 15, and you can go 20 and down here.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Badgies.
Double move is my whole turn, right?
You have a swift action left. Can you reasonably use a swift action?
Well, I just kind of want to like do like a perception check or something, like kind of just like get a gauge of like everything else that's going to happen, seeing as somebody died. Perception's not a thing in this one, but like,
I no. I'm gonna say no.
Bad guys go after me, Tucker.
What?
Bad guys go after me. They have a 9.
Yeah, no.
Used to bad guys.
And then I kept talking to Chris. So we're gonna stab the 2 people with swords that I can try to stab with swords.
No, that's what I'm saying. They have a 9 out of 10.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why they showed up for it. Oh, okay. Yep, go.
Okay. So 5. Oop, I didn't move myself over to my character. Not bad.
I was just going in order of the initiative, but you are correct.
5, 10. Now, if I go diagonal again, is that 10, 15?
Yep.
Or 15, 20, rather?
It's 15-20.
Okay.
Yep. Every other space of diagonal movement is 10 instead of 5.
Well, I went diagonal straight and then a diagonal. That's why I was
Yeah.
It still counts. It's every other use of diagonal.
Okay. Just double checking. I'm going to attack this guy. Flanking is +2, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's a yes. Okay.
Yeah, if whether you want to use the sheet or you know your numbers and can just throw it in and do a slash roll.
15 to hit.
Yes, you hit.
Additional damage bonus. None. 13 damage.
Where's that additional +2 coming from? Are you power attacking? Oh no, strength and a half.
Yeah, if you're wielding a 2-handed weapon, you got strength and a half.
Yep, strength and a half. There we go.
Makes power attack even better.
Okay, well, one of you's now posing a much bigger threat. Also, would we like to use crit cards? We're not going to today, but I can grab them for next time.
Yeah, we've got them. And you
Okay.
think we can like
They work
reliably reverse engineer them to 3-5?
They work much smoother for 3-5. They're built for Pathfinder, and Pathfinder syncs up with 3-5 much better.
Oh yeah, then 110%. I want to use the funny cards.
Most of them are based off of your crit confirmation roll, which 5e does not do.
Then yes, 110%. Absolutely yes.
All right, we're not doing them this time because I don't have them out, and we only have a half hour left or so. So, not this time. Yes, next time.
Sounds perfect.
Understood.
But
Bad guys' turns.
yep, we are we're taking some shots. This guy's gonna come out and stab somebody in the ass. Yeah, he is. Get your ass stabbed. Enjoy that 4 damage, non-doc.
Disrespectful. And I'll take away the 2 that I had from when I touched the flaming stone, because this pug didn't have that.
And then Arrowbreaker can take 2.
No, that's the worst amount to take.
As
You guys all laugh. 2 is half of my health.
That's why it's the worst number.
Totally didn't kill someone.
One is the loneliest number.
We're back to Strunklemon.
Can be as bad as one.
Thank you, Kenny.
You're welcome. I got you. Why do I keep getting earwax removal videos on TikTok?
Do you have a lot of wax?
I don't.
Did you watch one that one time?
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, watching one that one time is all it takes.
Yep.
Alright, I'm done.
What's your movement?
30. So I believe you've taken a move action. You can either trade your standard down for another move, or potentially do something else.
Oh, sure, I'll move again.
Why is the gobbo quicker than me?
So you get
You're a dwarf.
Yeah, dwarves have stubby legs and have 20 move speed. A lot of NPC monsters have base 30 so they can keep up with the party.
so every turn you have a standard action, a swift action, a move action, and a free action. You can downgrade any action to another one, so you can make a standard into a move or a swift or a free. You can make a move into a swift or a free. You can make a swift into a free action, or you can. So you can move twice if you want to move twice. Tucker, that was all correct, right?
I don't think the free stuff is necessarily important, but yes.
That's a well.
Yeah, just don't pass through the well square. You can go diagonally around it. It's a well.
And then if I counted your movement right, you have 5 more feet of movement. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Zarsk.
5, 10, 15, 20. That guy there, he is 20 feet. Nope. 25 feet. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Daze on this guy. So provided he has fewer than 4 hit dice, which I think he probably does.
Dice or points?
Hit dice.
Okay, he does have fewer than 4 hit dice.
My man's needs to make a will save.
And what happens if I pass?
Nothing. It's a save or suck.
And what happens if I fail?
He becomes dazed. He cannot make any actions during his next turn. But he is not stunned, so you don't get any special advantage against him.
This guy? This fellow?
Yep.
All right.
Where's my spell AC? The DC 15 will save.
All right.
I hold out my one. I let go of my crossbow with one hand and snap my scaly fingers, and the man's face just sort of glazes over.
If I remember correctly, you have to spend a move action to reload a crossbow. Yes.
Let me look it up, because I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. I'm not shooting it this turn anyway. So.
Yeah, I get it. We're back to Arrowbreaker.
Cool. Is it a full thingamabob to switch weapons?
I believe the way I've been running it costs you half your move to switch weapons.
Okay.
So it effectively costs you 15 of your 30 to switch weapons.
That's fine. I think I want to switch weapons, take a step, and then smash this guy with my hammer.
Take one more step.
Because I have to move 10 feet.
Yes.
Got it.
There you go. Now you get to roll those 4d6 and whomp a guy with a hammer.
4d6 and whompus.
Well, you got a d20 to hit first.
Yeah, so it's set to two-handed. Not full attack, right?
Nope,
Correct.
just a single attack.
Okay, single attack. Ooh.
Nat 1.
So that's a nat 1. You have missed.
I have missed, but it was still my dice roll +1 +6.
Plus 1 base attack bonus plus 6 strength. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. The roll was correct. It just happened to be the worst number.
It's a crit. Confirm your crit fail, right?
No, we're just not gonna fuck with that right now.
All right.
That's gonna be a for later problem.
Sure.
Nundok.
I'm going to try and stun this man.
Stepping away. Be right back.
Okay. You're gonna
roll a
which,
melee attack.
to be fair, he's already dazed.
Oh, it's that guy?
Yeah. See the little zappy mark I put on him?
I do now. Then I'm gonna come here and stun this man's.
Okay. So roll to hit.
Hold on.
Because it doesn't change the fact that you are trying to punch. You have to connect with the punch first.
All right, got a 20.
Yeah, you've rolled a 19, but hang on, I'm questioning. Is +1 appropriate? I'm just pulling up your character sheet real quick. Yes, it is. This is correct. You have hit. I must make a will save. DC what?
The DC is.
I passed. I rolled very good. There's slim chance I fail.
I thought it was
10 plus half
four.
character level plus. So my DC is 15.
Yes, I passed. But you do still do damage. You do still roll damage. Doesn't change the fact that you punched him. He's just he's not as shaken as you want him to be.
And it's just a D6 plus strength?
Yep.
Alright, so currently just a D6. Five damage.
Did you take my my feat suggestion or not?
Which one?
Ow.
Oh, the versatile strikes?
Yeah.
I guess I forgot to read what that did.
It doesn't change anything, but it means whenever you roll an unarmed attack, you can decide if it's piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning.
Oh, it'll be bludgeoning.
Generally speaking, it won't matter too much, but I think if we're gonna play with armor doing different stuff, it will matter a lot in the end.
Right.
But yep, you punch him real good. Arson.
Me. Okie dokie. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, just, 25. I'm gonna attack the guy that is hurt.
Okay.
I am not flanking. 23.
Yeah, you hit. Pretty sure he's about to be dead.
Maximum damage.
Yeah, he dead.
I mean, that's not maximum. That's maximum on 1 dice.
You make him catch dead pretty effectively. All right, now it's my turn. This guy in the back over here, kind of seeing all this, at least enough of it. Hey, we've got the mayor. We'll kill the mayor.
No, you won't.
Not my mare.
And he shoots you.
Me?
Yep.
That's fine.
I do hit. 3 damage.
I could have sworn there was a spot on this page that told me how many of my spells I've cast, where I could like track my daily casts. But it doesn't appear that I can. I can only do it for individual spells, which doesn't help when you're a sorcerer.
And this guy's gonna scoot over here and just kind of. Yep, gonna kill the mayor. How about you leave? Leave. And he shoots Arson.
You give us the mayor, and you leave alive.
Arson, also eat 3.
Because I don't want to kill you.
That bridge has been crossed. I tried to avoid this whole thing.
Alex, you have on arcane spells, it tells you spells per day.
Right, that's my total number of spells per day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I would figure that it would have a spells per day and then like spells used per day, so you could track your total and the number that you've used already, you know?
Grunkle
Yes.
Skrunkama throws a spear at the guy in front of him.
Nice.
This one here?
Yes.
All right. He can't do a damn thing about that. He's not even paying enough attention.
He saw some birds floating around his head.
I've been acting as though I had 20 movement. I have 30 movement.
Yeah,
I'm an idiot.
sometimes.
But it works out because you're in the back now and not getting attacked by these arrow guys that could one-shot you.
So far, none of them would have one shot.
The first hit on Chris did 4. Oh, no, the two. Never mind. Never mind. Nine to hit.
Does a 9 hit?
No, it does not.
Oh, you
What's
whiff.
that? What's that? 3 out of... Oh, 3 spears.
Yeah, 3 spears.
Coolio.
Back to Zarsk.
Zarsk. Cool. Zarsk is on the move. 5, 10, 15. Oh boy. Probably not that far, actually. Let's see. So I was here. 5, 10, 15. That's what I want. He's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet from me. All right. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna go up. Up. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm gonna cast Color Spray.
Gonna try to get the dazed guy?
I'm gonna try to get the dazed guy and this guy here.
That's way more than 15 feet, my dude.
Oh, you're right. God, I keep fucking up my range.
15. 5,
Right.
10, 15.
Curses. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That is a good point. Then I'm just gonna daze this guy instead. Bloop.
Okay.
So he makes a DC 15 will save.
You should have your answer.
Sweet.
Back to Arrowbreaker.
So they can't take their action, but they can still move and such. They just can't use their action.
I'm gonna use half my movement and move 10 feet to take my bow out and shoot this guy.
Yep.
17 to hit.
Yep. This guy's probably dead.
12 dam.
Most people aim better and shoot better when they stand still.
Yeah.
But you run so good, it adds momentum to your arrows.
Like
That's
it.
just the power of Pine Soul, baby.
You've done everything. So Nondoc.
Can I get in the building?
Yes, it's going to cost you an extra 5 movement to get around this guy if you're not going to deal with him.
He's dazed,
Yeah, that's
though,
fine.
so he's not going to attack you.
I thought
Yeah,
the
he's
days
out.
fell. Hold on. I thought the days fell off his turn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it does.
So this one isn't dazed. The one inside is.
Oh, you're right. So he can try to stab you. Oh, I forgot I can do this. So he can stab you in the ass. But also, if you don't leave his threatened squares, then I think it's okay. I forgot there was a big red X button I can just do.
Is this a wall?
Can
that
I
he-
try diplomacy and punching?
One's definitely going to make the other one harder to do.
Those things generally are
Can
mutually
I do
exclusive.
diplomacy, and if it doesn't work, punch? Like, do I have the action to do both?
No, it's going to be a standard action for each of them.
Okay.
Basically, if you have to roll a d20 for it, it's a standard action.
Unless otherwise specified.
Yeah.
I look to the guy that was dazed and then into the building. All right, look. Clearly things out here aren't going very well for you. I'd rather you didn't kill the mayor. Can we all leave happy?
Yeah, he's got a knife, and he points to the guy holding the mare, who does in fact have a knife.
And I have a staff, he has a sword, that one's magic, and that one has arrows and a hammer.
Just DM note, only one of those is a knife to the mare's throat, though.
Chris didn't understand that.
In all likelihood, he can probably kill the mayor before you can stop him. Counting weapons isn't going to stop him from slitting the mayor's throat.
Right, I'm trying to make it so we just let him leave and we get the mayor.
So you want to roll diplomacy?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a diplomacy check.
That's the follow-up is roll diplomacy. I thought you were just trying to simply talk.
No.
If you want to roll
I'm trying to
diplomacy, then
use
roll
my-
diplomacy.
Yes. 14. Can I use my DM point to add 5?
You are welcome to at any point. That doesn't mean it's going to succeed. That simply means it goes 5 higher.
Can I do it after knowing whether or not my plan is working?
That would be on a different roll. The answer is yes, but that would be on a different roll. To be clear, the way diplomacy works is you're effectively changing their threat category. So you're basically trying to move. Basically, a successful diplomacy roll will move them from hostile to like tenuous.
Right.
So is this
I'm
still
gonna
the
use my
path?
DM point. Yeah.
This is still the path you want to walk?
Yep. And I'm gonna use my DM point to add 5 to it. I want to see if we can get out of this with less blood spilled.
All right. Well, that is now how that sits, and we will see what happens on the bad guy's turn.
I do turn to Arson and go, please hear me out. Let's hold off for a second. I don't have a lot of rapport with Arson, but I can, as long as I continue to say I'm trying.
Well, it is Arson's turn, so let's see what he thinks.
So if I hold a turn and what I hold for doesn't happen, I don't get a turn, right?
No,
That's 5e.
Yeah, we'll play by 3-5, where you can just drop in the initiative.
I will go after them, as was before.
Oops.
Went too far. Went to bad guys.
Went one too fast. Well, he was dazed on his last turn, so... No, he was dazed this turn, so this guy is dazed for this turn. He does not get an action this turn.
Correct.
He is going to drag the mare further back into the corner. The guy you're next to just kind of, still with his sword out, looks at you and then looks back at the rest of the group. You can tell he's weighing the impact of any of this at this point. We've already lost guys. This is kind of a moot point. You know that, right?
Do you
Well,
also want to die?
I was trying to phrase it more eloquently than that, but yes, I mean, you've lost your friends, but you don't have to lose you. I'd rather you didn't.
Fine, we'll sell you the mare.
Sure. No.
No.
Also, I forgot last turn I
It's
could have
insane.
cleaved into this other guy.
I pull out my coin pouch. I don't know how much gold I have. How much gold?
Nope, we tried that. I shoot him.
It's not your turn. It
Damn
is
it.
currently the bad guy's turn.
All right.
Wait. I would like to rephrase this deal before I give you gold. Sell me the mare alive.
He grabs the pouch and says sold.
Cool.
So in which case this guy is just going to shove the mare out. And he's gonna come in. Do that.
I have the mare now. Yay.
Are we still in initiative order?
Yep, we're now on Arson's turn.
Bar the door.
Bar the door. I'm gonna break in and kill them.
No. Bar
Yeah.
the door.
Which way does the door open? In?
It's an external door, so most likely.
Yeah.
It was opened. How do we bar a door that opens the way that we're not barring?
I have a pry bar. Can I use that to jam the door?
Can you happen to see the door itself right now?
Yes.
I can see the door.
Right there.
Is there a note on it? Can you see the thing?
There's a door that I can click.
Mayor
It is locked.
It's currently locked.
There you go.
Cool. Good.
If the question is, let's make sure they don't get out. You heard the door get barred. They're trying to make sure you don't get in.
Good. Can we further jam the door with a pry bar?
We're gonna burn the house down.
I want to get our money back.
And we will collect our money. The gold probably won't melt.
Yeah, what's the melting temp of gold? What's the average temp of a house fire?
This guy's gold is still over here.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that back.
If if we are in initiative order, it is still Mike's turn.
It is.
Yes.
Mayor, is this your house?
No, I live over in Belmere. You know where I'm the mayor of? I guess you don't know. I don't need to be sassy about it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope that it wasn't too high a cost. I can get you a drink back at the tavern.
I'm about to get our money back.
Can we please leave?
After I get the money back.
No. Please. We made a deal.
You made a deal.
You made a deal. I'm going to proceed to try and
I
kick
made a
this door
deal
down.
for 10 gold, and this is what happened.
Can I gently move the mayor to the other side of me?
I'm not
It is
going
not your turn.
I'm not trying to hurt the mayor. I'm trying
We're
to just
still
kick
waiting
the door.
for Mike to take his turn.
And I'm trying to talk.
Thank you, Mike.
I'm going to try to kick the door down because these guys need to die.
All right, roll strength for me.
Lighting a fire is going to take way too long, Alex.
I don't think so.
A sword through them is one turn. 14.
No, you slam on it real good, but the door is shut. That was Arson. We're gonna move to Scrunklemaw, and again, Kenny, to be clear, your 10 gold is on this guy up here.
Yeah. Yep. I know.
And I'm just gonna pop in.
That's a great mare name, by the way. Tipple Pop. I love him. Is it a little? Is that a halfling?
It is a halfling.
Yeah.
So there's just a bunch of little guys right
Oh
here.
my god.
Alright, I'm gonna move over here and heal.
There we go. Okay, I fixed it. Why can't I log in to Pokemon Go?
Beep-a-da-ba-doo-ba-da, beep-a-da-doo. I've eaten a pound of shrimp.
Shrimp.
I love shrimp. I wish I could eat a pound of shrimp.
I should not have.
We're a party of shrimps.
But I did.
So your moderate wounds is 1d8 plus 1, I believe.
2, because level 2. 2 because favorite soul.
Right, but I think you've also got a feat.
Yes, if the thing Mike suggested, it would be 1d8 plus 4.
So, open up your character sheet.
Okay.
So isn't it cure light wounds for the first level?
Yes. I've even turned my phone off and on again. I don't know why I can't log in.
Maybe your Rotom is sleeping.
Boo.
Okay, it definitely appears to be a problem with the internet, because I can't log into the App Store either.
Why did Rotoms lose the ability to speak when they got put in a smarter device?
Yes.
On the drone, they speak when they're doing the Pokemon World Tournament.
Yeah, but not your phone. That's literally designed for communication.
Go's phone talks to him.
Go?
Kind of. Yeah, Go.
He's setting the anime.
Oh.
Mike, assuming you're going to accept the healing,
I'm not hurt.
or are you not the? Oh, the monk. Sorry, Chris. I should have said.
Oh, I didn't realize anything was affecting me. I'm sorry. What?
Chris is going to heal you.
I would love that. That'd
I
be
walk
super
over
stellar.
and give you a touch. The bat.
Good touch.
I am back at full.
God, a +4 bonus
Thank you,
to
Strunkle Ma.
a +4 bonus to healing at level 2 is so busted.
Skrunkle Maw gives a cocky toss of his head as a nod.
All right, we're back at the our kobold friend.
Cool.
Thinking it's something Strunkle Ma would like, I reach out for a fist bump.
Oh, you know bumps.
Okay, it was a weird Wi-Fi issue in case anybody cared.
Yeah, mine. I just logged in. Mine worked.
All right. Yeah, this works. But whoop.
I know she's asleep.
Yeah. I'm gonna the house. Could you describe its make?
It is a stone house. It's got a despite how raggedy the I don't know how much you can see. The stone looks like it's been rebuilt a couple of times. The wood putting everything back together from the outside and the construction of the door seems pretty secure. They did lock it after all.
Sure. All right, cool. These bushes. I can assume that they're there, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go here. Yeah. And I'm gonna grab a bunch of sticks from the brush. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm gonna grab a bunch of sticks and whatnot. I'm gonna gather a bunch of tinder.
Okay. You've got your arm load and you've moved over, yes?
Yeah, if I can do that and move over to the house, but I do not believe that I can. So, well, I can take a 5-foot step, do the shit I want to do, and then move. Yeah,
you can move over to the house. It's fine.
All right. Cool.
Because I put the Marin at the bottom of the initiative. He's watching all of these choices being made currently, and just kind of he turns to speak to Nondoc specifically. You're right. Look, I appreciate it. Let me pay you back. I don't know how much you lost, but the least I can do is get you a drink. I'm gonna go back to town. I don't know what's gonna go on here. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm gonna head back home, and whoever's coming can get a drink.
I agree with you, and I would love to meet you there.
And he's just gonna.
Which town?
Going back to Belmere.
Belmere. Good.
Can I just go with him?
Yes, you can. That was an option you were just given.
I like the idea of Zarsk asking that while like setting up a small campfire by the door.
Yes, correct. That was an option you were given. I will be there as soon as I get your money back.
Free drinks extend to the party right now, so you're coming for a free drink or not? Your call. I appreciate the save, but I'm not one for vengeance. This isn't the first time, it won't be the last. I'm kind of little and light.
I like drinking and hate effort.
So we're back at the top of the initiative.
You want to help me set this house on fire?
I go get my money.
So the question becomes, do you join the arson party or the drinking party?
Who's still here when I'm done getting my money?
I'm setting this house on fire.
So I'll probably end up on Team Arson.
Well, it's not like the mayor's gonna wander all that far away by that time. He's not fleeing you. You've saved him, and your commitment to arson is a different thing he may or may not be unhappy with.
It's a cultural thing. But I'm not even making a joke. I'm supposed to be vengeful by nature.
So again, Kenny, which party? Arson or drinking? Arson or free drinks?
I would appreciate the muscle.
Yeah, Team Arson, I guess. I'll catch up with the mayor quick enough.
All right, Nondoc, which party?
With the mayor.
Okay, scoot over to the mayor then. Arson, which party?
Arson? Are you going to be on the arson party?
Unlike what my name says and the red in me tells me to do. I do not plan
I don't know where the mayor is.
I do not plan to burn a random person's house down to the ground.
Oh, this is clearly some sort of shack. This is definitely not somebody's house.
Yeah, nobody lives
one
here.
way or the other.
This is a derelict shack being used as a base by bandits.
God, is that
Yes.
you? I don't know
I
this.
just-
I don't
Yes,
know
you
this
do.
is
Yeah.
a farm. This can't be a
No.
farmhouse with the wheat fields all around.
No, this is not nearly big enough. It might have been at one point, but based on the current occupants, it's not. This isn't hard to parse what this is. You were mugged. They tried to extort you, and it didn't go so hot for half of them.
If we do not stop them, they will just extort the next travelers walking by.
Well, I count two already here. The Arrow Breaker, that's his name,
Mm-hmm.
is equipped enough to. He looks over at the guy on the ground with an arrow through his chest. Kill them. You'll be fine. Me, I'd rather have a drink. And his eyes stop glowing from senses going down.
If you're the last one to leave, Arrowbreaker is gonna shout back at you guys. You know this was your idea, right?
You paid, you can come.
Like I'm not judging. I simply want to know who's getting a free drink and who's getting to town. I guess not first, because the mayor's slower than everybody. The mayor's slower than everybody who's not going with him.
The mayor's going on my shoulder?
Nope, he does not. He does not get picked up.
No upsies.
But Nondoc, you see that it is over here, yes?
Uncle Maul will take a ride.
No, I didn't.
So we are leaving behind Zarsk and Arrowbreaker to finish the job, while the rest of the party continues on with the mayor.
Which super sucks, because Arrowbreaker was trying to avoid killing them in the first place.
That's why I started with diplomacy, because I was done with this.
They tried picking on me, and I am a dragon. That is not acceptable.
So roll charisma for me, Zarsk.
Sure.
Because we're just gonna we are a little past where I want to be, so I just wanna I want to narrate the end because I know how this is going to go.
Do you want me to?
This is just charisma.
Right. Am I trying to roll under my score, or am I?
Oh, you're rolling a check.
All right.
The under your score will only apply for my character. My character is smarter than me.
No, we're almost done. I'll spend my point. So I'll go ahead and make that a 13.
All right. So it takes a little bit to get the fire started, but by the time, by the time, you cannot see in the building currently, correct?
No. My plan was to set them on fire and then wait until they try to come out the door and hit them with a color spray.
Well, you should have your answer for at least part of what's happened now.
They've gone out the back.
There is, however, Non-Doc's bag of money.
I'll wait till it burns down and get the money.
All right. So very shortly, y'all catch up. And then please tell me I made the doors how I needed to make the buildings. Can y'all see into buildings, or are they closed?
They are closed.
They are closed.
I see
Also,
gray
Okay.
inside
if you didn't see,
buildings.
Arson will pick you up on your request.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing.
Yeah, they're vaguely grayed out, not black.
So vaguely grayed out is wait, can you see the inside of the houses in their entirety?
Yeah, I can.
But can you see people or anything like that?
You were on
I
the
can't
map
see people, but I
previously.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the way
I
the
have
fog
it
of war,
downloaded.
the way the fog of war here works is black is areas that you have not seen at all. Once you see it, they get revealed to gray. So once you see it and then like move away so that you wouldn't be able to see what's going on in there again, it's grayed out instead of black. So you can like, you remember what it looks like, but you don't know who's in there. Classic strategy game Fog of War.
So this is where we are going to end for today on the this quick view, this quick glimpse of Belmere.
Ooh, okay.
I dig it.
Ooh. It's a bigger town than I've ever been in before. The village was so tiny.
And well, on the way here, you've walked past several barns. This just appears to be the
main hub.
yeah. This appears to be like the central village, the actual town part of town.
Yeah.
Like I said, on the way in, you pass by barns and farms that are definitely lived in and currently in use. But once you get to like the actual town center proper, there's a bit more town going on.
Does the mayor know about the village I'm from? I haven't made a name for it yet, but assume.
Nope, we're not answering any more questions. That's a question for next time. I'm gonna make a quick note in my character sheet, and list.
I have a question. Are you doing the DM point awards now or later?
Now.
Yay!
So we're gonna open up with player nominations for most interesting or flavorful thing. Who stuck to their character best? Who thinks? And ideally, you would nominate someone else.
Right.
One person gets it from player side, and one person gets it from DM side.
I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of narration because it's session 1, so hard to tell.
Well, Chris came in with a character portrait.
That is true.
That's fun.
I can vote for a well-drawn picture.
I hear no denial. I hear no other suggestions, so it sounds like Chris is getting the player one.
Yeah, they stayed in character the whole time.
Yeah, also that too.
I'm gonna award mine to Non-Doc for the commitment to diplomacy.
Or do you?
I'm sorry that I was so undiplomatic, Chris.
They're not.
My character, I did a deep dive into Kobold's lore for this. One of like the prime tenets of dragon worshiping kobolds is you don't forget your grudges and you get the vengeance.
Well, I hope we don't have any gnomes that ever show up in town.
Non-Doc's not a pacifist, but if he can avoid having people die, that's definitely a plus.
I do still feel the need to point out that Arrowbreaker tried to avoid anybody being killed.
Arrowbreaker
No, I
tried.
agree.
Look, listen. Arrowbreaker was great. He was great. The problem is that they tried to shake me down, and peace was never an option.
Kenny, would you like an over explanation?
Yeah.
You were top tier right up until Chris committed to a thing he was bad at and stuck to his guns with a DM point.
Okay.
Like you were right there with it the entirety of the time, but the absolute commitment to a bit, and then not even questioning how much money he was potentially giving up. Just nope. Let's just do this peacefully. If I have a bag of can do this peacefully, I will spend that.
I also assumed we had no money because we bought stuff.
Yeah, I was told I was
I've got
coming in with
nothing.
0 gold.
Yeah, no, we're just kind of flying by the seat of the pants. So
I started with the robes on my back and a staff. I didn't buy anything.
which is
Choice.
that's reasonable.
Tucker,
So we're now going to say that Zarsk has 20 gold.
I would like to retcon something.
Mm-hmm.
I just looked up reload time on heavy crossbow versus regular crossbow.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that I only fired that heavy crossbow once. That's because to load a light crossbow, it is 1 movement action. And to load a heavy crossbow, it is a full round action?
Yeah.
Is the damage is higher? Is there actually a benefit for it?
It's a 1d8 instead of a 1d6.
Heavy crossbows.
It's so not worth a full round action.
Heavy crossbow's going to get some other kind of benefit. That's stupid.
So either I'd like to fiddle with this weapon or just retcon myself to a light crossbow. Because a full round action to pull off a d8 every other turn. If I don't ever move,
No,
I can do a d8 every other turn.
It's going to stay a full round action, but I'm willing to workshop an additional effect.
Okay, that works for me. I'll keep it then.
Because, like I said, I want to have weapons do different shit versus different armors.
I get you. So I understand you expected me to cast Magic Missile. And I woulda, except at level 1, it's only 1 missile.
Fair point.
It's also 1 missile that doesn't miss and deals damage that can't be reduced.
Yeah, these were bandits. I think I used my actions more economically.
So one last thing. Because I don't think it particularly came up, but do we feel there was any life risking done?
I mean, we fought some bandits, but other than that, not really.
That is the other source of a DM point.
I will say that I did dive into a combat. There was the moment they tried to shake, there was no way that Zarsk wasn't going to fight these dudes unless they were going to let him just walk unaccosted for free. So I put myself in risk on purpose, but I don't think that should count.
Yeah, so I'm going to rephrase. Put yourself in risk for another player.
Yeah, I don't.
For another player, not really, but this was a
Chris,
small
I'm a-
fight.
Penny
Chris-
was out and could have gotten out, but he turned around and came back.
Who was out?
What were
You.
think?
Out of. Oh, that's true.
Kenny was out of the combat. Kenny could have left, but he turned around and came back. He had no need to, or reason to. You don't know us. You can go out and hire other people and work with other people. So I think if it goes to somebody, it should go to Kenny.
This
Mike
one.
was trying to say something as well.
I was saying that Chris unintentionally took every shot that should have gone at me because I was the one that was killing them.
Yeah, but that was more placement of bad guys versus
No, I know.
intentionally doing it. I'm willing to second that. Errorbreaker absolutely could have just walked away,
Hey.
paid to go through, and then just decided, all right, fine, these assholes are less assholes than the other assholes. So I'll give it to Kenny. That's fine.
Yay!
Hey, thank you.
For the record, that one doesn't have to go out every session.
Sure.
Like I said, we're going to generate at least 2, so I encourage spending them.
Do we get one at the start of every session, or is that just an
Nope.
initial one to start with?
You get an initial one for playing a character.
Kind of what I thought, but I wanted to be sure.
Yeah, these aren't bennies. These are I'm basically treating these kind of like the experience is treated from a different game I play. At the end of the game, you get an experience based on what happened, and there's a few player voted options, which I kind of really like mechanically.
Sure.
Say, I like this. I like this little powwow at the end saying, "Oh, who did what? Who gets the thing?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like it.
that was also a nice little addition that it provided.
Overall, I had a lot of fun. Really enjoyed this first session. I didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
So I've made it a lot further than most level 1 sorcerers.
All good things.
I need one more important piece, and I know it's kind of hard to say. What is the plan? Is the plan to just fuck around in Belmere next session?
Probably talk to the mayor, see what he has to say about things. He probably has some extra help that he needs us for. I guess listen to what he has to say and figure out if anybody's talking about dragons.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
my goal is to we are in a new town, see what we can do to help this town.
Yeah, pick up odd jobs that need to be done around town to earn a little bit of money.
So again, fuck around Belmere.
Yeah.
Well, more or less. Find a place to find lodging, get the lowdown on the local happenings, and see what we can do to gather resources and build our own strength.
But another
Zarska is well fucking aware that we're gonna need to get a lot stronger if we're gonna fight some dragons.
Yeah.
Skrunkle Ma will be mooching off his new companions as much as physically possible.
And Kenny, you're welcome to stop streaming whenever we have accomplished the goal. This is just kind of housekeeping at the end here.
Stop and stream now.
I stream.
Bye.